Headphones on, world out.
What do they say on social network? He's locked in. He's dialed
What did
in.
they say? Oh, he's glued. What did they say? Why do we say headphones in, world out? What's that from? Is that like a T-shirt you saw?
I think I just said it once and you liked it, and I must have seen it on Instagram or something or TikTok. I don't know.
I like it. Let's start. Headphones in.
World out.
Yeah. Every time we're like at the gym. Are we podcasting? Are we starting?
Sure.
Now?
Yeah. We all. You can't put the headphones on without headphones in. Podcast on.
Podcast on. Problems gone.
Out. Yeah. Podcast on. Problems gone.
Mics decibeled.
You went with decibeled, huh?
Dang it. That's not a good start.
Mike's decibeled. No. We got to.
Does it have to rhyme?
Yes, and yes. Mike's decibeled. Oh.
Music trebled.
That
wasn't that good. That wasn't that good.
Slight
That
rhyme.
That was just to fill the space while you guys think of something that rhymes better.
Decibeled. No. House is no longer going to be super messable. Because I like to do chores while I
If
listen.
this is your first time listening, it's better than this normally. All right? This is a rough start. Let's begin.
No.
Because headphones are on.
Problems are gone.
Problems are gone.
I like that t-shirt idea right there.
Rachel, what's yours?
Headphones in, world out. Wait, what was it? Was that
Okay,
the original?
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
So,
I'm sticking with the original.
I don't hate the opposite thing,
That's good too. Timon's gone. How about that? Headphone. Rachel here. Timon gone.
Rachel here, Timon there. Yeah. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
I do like seeing Rachel over there.
Yeah. What are you looking at my hand for?
No, I like how ready you are.
She is
I'm gonna
at
forget.
the
I'm already
ready.
forgetting
So when you talk?
when I talk.
Yeah, good.
No, you're talking. Oh no, now I am. No, you are.
Anyway, Rachel's here, fill in producer for the day. So that's
Yes.
fun. Did you shower?
Last night.
Pretty good.
Nice. You? This morning?
No, you?
Oh yeah. Twice.
Right.
I've showered twice today.
Twice?
Yes. I showered before I went. I got coffee with my dad this morning.
That's nice.
And then I just worked out and I showered after that.
You love getting naked.
Oh man, I was doing both those things. I've been naked all day.
Yeah, you
This
have
is the first time I've been clothed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I work out in my backyard so I can be naked. Dude, what is the age that my kid should not be naked in my backyard anymore? As a somewhat city, I mean, we have a public backyard for sure, but it's kind of
private.
Like every once in a while, because we've been swimming a lot in that little inflatable pool, and it's just classic, like take off your swimsuit, dry off, and then go in and get dressed. And it's like, what's the border here?
I think it comes down to regardless of their age, it comes down to the oldest child around. It's based off their age.
Okay. What? But like,
Rachel will elaborate.
yes, please.
Really?
What do they teach you in school? Like, how old is it?
What
like,
was that chapter?
How old are you supposed to not be
Naked at school.
Yes.
What grade do they start putting clothes on kids? It's
I
been
mean,
a while.
I've seen as young as 3-year-old preschool.
Yeah. It's just like one of those things where it's like Bo is just Bo's fine. It feels like, but Hattie, I'm like, I think you need to go inside. I don't
Okay.
know. Hattie knows how to take a shower. Maybe it's like,
Yeah, that's a good.
Hattie can ride a bike.
Yeah.
If you can ride a bike, get out of here.
What age do you not want Hattie to see Bo naked? That's where I was going with this.
I see. Yeah, 13, 14 probably. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
But no, that's not wrong.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not that.
Let's
Oh,
start
the minimum age. Is that what you're saying? Minimum age?
I know. Just
You said what age?
Any age.
45 would be weird.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I think that's all an appropriate answer.
We're not Jewish. Like,
yeah. 13 or 45, both including the ages. I don't want Hattie seeing Bo naked.
Okay. Yes. All those things. So, yes. All I have to say.
Figure it out. Once the neighbors complain, then you'll know you've messed up.
Anyway, shower. Love to shower.
Yeah,
These days, it's just sweaty all the time. I get out of my car and I'm sweating. So,
Oh, yeah. I remember, I mean, in Vietnam, getting used to the humidity there. It was so sweaty. I saw a lizard slip off of a tree.
Did you?
Yeah.
And that was only the half of it. Remember the other thing you were saying? Like there was the lizard on the tree.
Yeah.
And that was morning, but then nighttime, it's also crazy humid.
Nighttime, yeah. I was, we had to play in this one facility. I was like, man, it's hot in here. And then I looked it up on Google Maps. We were inside of a dumpling.
That's what it was.
That's why it was so steamy.
Yeah. They say, take a dumpling. Yeah, take a dump. That's what they say.
I'm doing my part improvising. I'm doing my part today.
I'm carrying the team here. Rachel?
I got my fingers on the switch the camera button.
Nice.
Oh, it's not a competition, guys. It's not a competition.
Honestly?
Who brought that up?
I know that you didn't forget, but I forgot that Jake actually went to Vietnam.
Okay.
And so whenever he said like, yeah, back when I was in Vietnam, I thought you were talking like
what a random
we were doing like war, like pretend like we were in like Stolen Valor or something. I was like, all right, yeah. Like
okay,
napalm, like
doing Call of Duty jokes. It's been a while.
back in Nam, yeah.
Back in Nam.
Anyway, yeah. So
anyway, let's talk about what's been happening here.
Right here.
In America.
Right now. What do you think of when you think of the words Dodge Sponge?
Dodge Sponge. This is like a rejected, like it made it on Shark Tank, but no one bought in.
Hey Sharks. Yeah. I'm Brad. Yeah.
Chevy.
Who wants to absorb 25% of my business for Dodge Sponge?
Brad's back.
I'm back, baby. I had a few drinks of this, whatever, bomb pop in a can. It's great.
Yeah. Available now. Costco, 35 at a time.
35. Yeah.
Dodge Sponge.
Dodge Sponge. It is a game that is sweeping the Ellis family right now.
Oh, it's a game.
It anything that you can find that you can play as a dad while you just sit around and do very little movement is a win of a game.
Oh yeah, I have something to say about that, but you keep going.
I heard like one of my friends talked about like like this game that he would play where he would just lay on the ground and it was like, don't wake the monster. Just be quiet around the monster. And so the kids would like tiptoe around him the whole time. Dodge Sponge is me in the pool, just sitting there, just sitting in this like 1.5 feet of water.
Okay.
Just sitting there at one of the ends of the pool. And Bo stands on the other end with this like a pretty big sponge. Like we're talking face size sponge.
Okay, so you're not the sponge.
Oh no, I'm not the sponge. He takes the sponge and he throws it to me and I grab it, dunk it down in the water, and he runs anywhere he wants in the yard. And if I throw it and I hit him with the sponge, I get a point. If I miss, he gets a point.
That's a great game.
Played a 10. Yeah.
We played a 10 typically.
Yeah.
Best of 3, best of 5. You ever switch? Has he ever sponge you or?
I've never been the Dodger.
Yeah, your all-time sponge.
Oh yeah, that's how you sit there and just catch it and just chuck them.
That's a great game. Anybody else? Any other kids play with you?
Catherine
Patty
has played. She got hit one time decently hard. She didn't love that. Rosie does not want to have any part of the Dodge Sponge. No. Henry's all right,
Henry's slow, but he takes it like a champ.
Henry's like just barely starting to walk every once in a while. It's like, go out there, boy. I'll throw you with the 10-foot sponge here.
Dude, speaking of your kids, we can keep talking about Dodge Sponge, but I just remembered this. Someone sent in a Friday. We're doing like a paddle design contest.
Yeah.
Someone sent in a design. They had cropped you and Catherine out of it. It's just your 4 kids. Yeah, so whatever Ghosty did that.
It was me.
That was
me.
Oh.
Wait, I said that. I said I bet Brad did that.
Yeah.
At first I was going to try to win, and then it proved harder than I thought to win. So I was like, I'm just going to send a picture of my kids.
That was you.
I'm like
so funny.
I'm like such not a prankster that is like as good of a prank as I'll ever do.
Yeah, because Rachel said that. I was like, no, Brad didn't do that.
Yeah, what picture was it? I don't even remember. I was just like, I'll just find a picture on my phone.
It was a little older.
Was it?
Yeah, I feel like Henry was more of like a newborn.
Maybe it was one of the ones that Celia took. I think she
Yeah.
came over and took pictures one time when Henry was, just like barely born.
Great picture, though.
Yeah. Did it win? Is it finalist?
We'll see. I think it ends tonight at midnight. So
Oh, it does. Okay.
Actually?
we'll see.
Oh,
You got some good...
Yeah, well, you excited over there?
I am. I want to see
Can't
the
wait
designs.
to see. I've seen some great designs from it.
Yeah, I've put a lot of ones on my close friend story.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Not great. I had a
Not
hard
great.
time, and I'm not a Photoshop pro, but I had a hard time editing using your editable template. So that's when I was like, I'm not going to win this thing probably.
Yeah, I wonder if that's it. Maybe we should have made it more accessible to like a Canva Pro user.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think if you're going to design a paddle that we're going to release, I want you to know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like I think you should like have the skills.
Yeah. Fair.
But sorry,
Do you have some good ones that you think?
no,
None?
no. I think. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen all of them. Basically,
Okay.
these are all going to Andre, who is our head designer, and he like sends us the bad ones. Like,
Okay.
look at this one, look at this one.
Yeah.
And he's sent a lot of bad ones. So I think if absolute worst case scenario, Andre will just design 5 of them.
Yeah.
No one needs to know that he designed them, and then we'll just publicly vote
And
on
they look
Andre's
great.
5.
They
And
look a
then-
lot like the other ones that we did.
Yeah, we'll crowdsource our next paddle.
Yeah.
So, no, I think there's been a couple decent ones. So we'll see. Anyway, Dodge Sponge. We grew up playing Tree Stump.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you should play this game.
Okay.
This is where Dad just lays down on the ground, face down.
Yes. This is great.
And then you just climb all over, jump, hop, skip, whatever.
Yeah.
Just hang out near or on the tree stump. That's it. I can't even like elaborate. I've already
The
elaborated.
tree never like came alive or anything.
No, there was no. It was a very static game.
Tree
It can be
stump.
played anywhere. But yeah, it's just we're in.
Do you remember playing as a kid?
Yes, because I remember the only time I could get the tree stump to move, I would dig my head like into his ribs, and I think it just like tickled like crazy, and I would get him to like squirm. So it was movable.
That's amazing. I love that. And I bet your dad was like, this is a genius. Like anytime you're like, can we please play tree stump? Yes, please. Let me go get my pillow.
Put on some Elvis.
Yeah.
Let's play tree stump.
Tree stump's good.
Another thing that reminded me of, Grant Huderberg and I, friend of ours from Oklahoma, we'd been going back and forth this week, which Rachel's been making fun of me. Actually, before I say anything, do you want to give your rendition of what you've been hearing Grant and I talk about? It's all via voice memo.
Okay.
Yes. So
What's it sound like?
it sounds like, hey, Jake. So, we just won the basketball championship. What's it like to be a championship city? We're not quite there yet. Like, can you give us some advice? Because you guys are a championship city. And that's it.
Love the tone.
And do you think that this is real? Like, did it feel like he was being serious?
Yes. It felt very serious.
Really? Okay.
It's the most boy conversation ever.
And what did Jake respond with?
I don't think I was there for that part.
Okay. Okay.
I bet I don't know. You got to have a good parade. Maybe, Grant, you could go make a video at the parade.
Is that what you think I said?
No.
Grant would make a fire video.
He would be great at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it did start off kind of jokingly. He was like, dude, this is so fun when your like flyover state wins a championship. He's like, if you have any advice, any tips, he's like, the one thing I've been doing is me and all my friends, like anyone, I go to Chick-fil-A and we all just address each other as champ. He said we're like all world champions. So I was like, what's up, champ?
Yeah.
Morning, champ, which I do really like that.
That's fun.
We should be doing that more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it did become a very boy conversation because it started off like as a joke, like as championship cities, how should we behave? And then it became like, wow, we're just going back every single day, more and more content about like the similarities between like SGA and Mahomes and the Thunder and the Chiefs and how the narrative switch and how all these talking heads want to like, hate on you, but the data doesn't back up what they're saying, free throws versus roughing the passer. And so it was really fun. All that to say, the most recent voice memo I got, he was like, by the way, parenthood's awesome. Ellen's like almost like she's like 10 months. He's like, I just found out for whatever reason, she is enthralled with me just shooting hoops in the backyard.
Oh.
He's like, I don't know how I discovered this, but like there will be times where she is crying. I will take her outside and I'll just prop her up where she can see me play basketball and she's just mesmerized for 30 minutes.
That's great.
He's like, it's the coolest thing. So maybe that could be a thing. Like, I don't
Yes.
know. Rosie loves tight spirals.
Yeah.
If I just get out there and I'm zipping them against the fence,
Yeah.
the kids just love them.
That is great. Like anything that you can, find like that where your kid is just like, I don't know. She wants me to eat Chipotle. She likes when I eat Chipotle in front of her. I don't know.
That's what I was telling Grant. I said, this sounds like a sketch where it starts off with like, Lauren, like his wife, you're never going to believe this. Like, Ellen loves when I like play basketball. Lauren's like, oh, cool, keep doing
lift
it.
weights.
And then he's like, how can I get away with this? The next day he comes in, Lauren, Ellen loves it when we watch UFC. She's like freaking out about it. Next day, Lauren, Ellen is freaking out. I've never seen her smile so big. Watch me do mock fantasy football drafts. She loves it. You just go to the extreme.
She loves it when I sleep in every single Saturday. I don't know. It's Saturday. She just knows that she loves it. She loves it. And she loves it when you cook for us on Saturday mornings.
She loves the sound of you vacuuming.
Yeah. She's just so tranquil when you're vacuuming.
Dude, speaking of that, Quick Trip got a Roomba.
Quick Trip did.
Local news.
Is that allowed?
I went in there the other day.
A Roomba.
And I could just tell by the way the employees were behaving around it. This thing's brand new.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's not totally a Roomba. It's like mopping the floors.
Oh, it's a moppa. I'm on it today, guys. No problem. A Roomba. A Broomba.
Broomba.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah, now we're
Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'll warm up. All right. Broomba.
And I was talking to the clerk, and I was like, first day with a Broomba? And he's like, yeah, it is actually. And I was like, how's it doing? He's like, it's not bad. I'd hope so. They're $30,000.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a commercial grade Roomba.
Commercial grade. Yes.
How big is this bad boy?
It is the size. Oh, I've never seen anything this size. What could I compare it to? This is the size of a motorcycle not a side car, but like the side compartment that like a dog could fit in.
Okay. What about like one of those like lawnmowers? Have you seen the lawnmower?
Oh,
thing?
yeah. Yeah.
Similar to
I've
that?
seen some golf courses using those. Bigger, taller.
Oh, taller?
Yeah.
So there's no way you could actually like accidentally step on this thing. And
Yeah, no, it's big. It's really in the way.
yeah. Quick Trip does not have the
Just like a huge cooler just moving about.
Wow.
Anyway, glad we talked about that.
Is this our local Quick Trip here?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Check it out.
It's not the best Quick Trip, so good for them for getting one of those Broombas.
Yeah, I'm glad they could afford it.
$30,000. Yeah, stimulus. We support them well. Interesting. Okay.
So that's that.
Jake, I have two announcements. One of them is a Gmail notification that fall ball registration is now open.
Interesting. What's the other one?
The next one is that we love Main Street Roasters coffee, and we are sponsored by them today.
How do the two coincide? What's the Venn diagram?
Well, I mean, think about it this way. How many bases are in a baseball game?
3 plus a plate.
3 plus a plate.
Ooh, plate.
Plate. What do you like to put on your plate? Food. What goes well with food? Drink. What's the best drink? Coffee. What's the best kind of coffee? Main Street Roasters coffee. Where can you get it for 90% of full price? MainStreetRoasters.com. Promo code GRKC. End of ad.
You drink
End of ad.
4 coffees. We call it hitting for the cycle. You let us know.
Timon, cut that part out. I said end of ad.
Oh, wait. Timon, you
wait.
ditched us.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Timon, cut yourself out.
Yeah.
Back to the ad. Wait, the ad's over.
Ad's over.
Wait.
MainStreetRoasters.com. Best coffee you've ever had.
GRKC. End of ad.
Boom.
We don't normally do this. I'm feeling froggy. What do you think about a little Monday morning shmores to start off the episode? You're crazy.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
I'm ready for it. This is your idea
know.
on this one. Let's do
I
it.
think it'll be fun. I think it could be fun.
I'm ready.
Also, it could be fun.
I have 30 answers.
Yeah,
so
I've got so many.
I don't know if I'm ready to choose one, but I have a lot.
A lot of honorable mentions. Okay, this is people or person. It's broad. Person you'd love to be friends with.
Yes.
We agree on that category?
Okay.
Wednesday's episode hasn't come out yet.
So let's just assume Rachel won.
Rachel won.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you get
yeah.
to decide the order
Okay.
of shmores.
Jake, Brad, me.
Okay.
All right.
Jake, Brad, Rachel. Got it.
All right. First one I'm going to go with is Vince Vaughn.
I was trying to do his pressure, man.
I thought you were shrugging off my answer.
Nah,
I was like, no, I think you like Vince Vaughn.
Honestly, it's a great impression. Honestly, it's a great pick.
No, I didn't say Robert De Niro.
What are you talking about this pick? How would he? Honestly, my man, it's a great pick. I don't know. You try?
Good try.
Yeah.
Good try.
Vince Vaughn, okay.
I think just like the vibes. When I think about it, when I think about all these different actors, I'm like, Will Ferrell's like kind of getting old.
We don't want to be friends with him then.
I don't know if we like would connect as much.
You don't think Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell are the same age?
Yeah, they're probably within like 5 years of each other, aren't they?
Well, but
Vince Vaughn looks younger.
Yeah, he does look a lot younger.
listen, man, I'm a
Just keep trying it every 30 seconds. Hold on, I think I got it. Nah.
listen, Chafe. It's Will Ferrell 57, Vince Vaughn 55.
Jeez, they're the same
Wow.
age. Will Ferrell looks so much older.
Yeah, he does.
Put Will Ferrell on my list then. Wow, that's really kind of warping my brain here a little bit. He's
Yeah.
2 years older than Vince Vaughn.
It's crazy how old celebrities are. It's crazy. Like
All
there's
of them.
Robert De Niro. How old do you think he is? He's
He's
so
really
Oh,
old.
he
He's
80
like
something.
82 or something.
Maybe. Let's see. No way of knowing. Psych. Google. 81 years old.
All right. I knew he was almost. My dad said he was taking some like customers out to a concert in Branson this weekend. It was a Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson concert. So how old do you think Willie Nelson is?
Willie Nelson.
And
I think he's been 75 for 20
I was
years.
gonna say I think he's been old for a long time. Therefore, I don't know if he's as old as we think. Therefore, he is 70 8 years old.
Rachel?
75 still.
75 still. He's 92.
Is he really?
Whoa.
Okay.
Still performing. Actually, not performing. They drove all the way there, waited for the thunderstorms to clear, and then canceled. So
Oh, bummer.
maybe he's not performing.
How old is Bob Dylan?
Younger.
Wait, isn't there a Bob Dylan movie now?
Timothy Chalamet.
There is.
Bob Dylan's
while he's
84.
alive?
That
Well,
says something
obviously.
about him.
Wow.
84.
84.
Another
Yeah.
guy that just, I mean, those guys have, the sun plus drugs have really like weathered those guys early.
Or done them good because they're still alive.
Good
Maybe.
point.
Oh, Rachel's a drug girl.
Girl, drug
Good to
son.
No,
know.
I'm not.
Rachel's a sun girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, I like Vince Vaughn. He talks fast and he's so funny.
He's really funny, my man. All right. Okay, so are we going with specific people or can
No.
This could be
I
anything.
wasn't allowed to ask this question.
Great.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you're the one asking questions.
Well,
That's Timon's role.
I purposely didn't ask questions when I was brainstorming, but I just wanted to make sure that if I did not choose only specific people, I wouldn't get the flack. Okay, so my first one is the guy with a sick, or girl, with a sick corporate discount. All right?
That's your number one.
That's my
Number
one.
one.
Oh, do you
I'm
want to
sorry
pay
I'm not a
full
better
price
friend.
for MacBook Airs? Not me. I had a friend in college whose dad was a pilot, and I flew round trip like there and back to Spain for like $400. It was awesome. Sick corporate discount.
That is
nice.
a good corporate discount.
Just this morning, we were booking flights to go to New York City, and
Ooh.
one of my friends was like, "Hey, my stepdad got a little Delta, yada yada. Went to book it. He's like, he has to be on the flight,
Well, that's too bad.
but I almost got one.
But a sick corporate discount.
Delta
just
would be
saying,
nice.
Apple, Garmin, if I ever need a watch,
Yeah.
car, like
Whataburger.
Grant Hudeberg's dad was a car dealer for a long time. I kept being like, hook me up, dude. Give me a car for like $50. Like, I know you can do it. So just sick corporate discounts.
Okay, guy who can hook you up with corporate discounts.
I wanted to make sure I took that one before you guys did. So
Good.
Yeah.
Rachel, sorry that one's not there anymore.
Oh, come on.
take
Okay.
it off your list.
My first pick is Leslie Knope.
Oh, really?
Not Amy Poehler.
Not Amy. I mean, I would love to be friends with Amy Poehler, but Leslie Knope, she has so much energy,
Dang, that's a good answer.
so positive. She's a great friend. She always remembers your birthday, gives you a good gift.
Would she ever stress you out?
Yeah, but that's fine. I don't have to live with her. She's just my friend.
Okay. Because sometimes it feels like she's overbearingly friendly,
That is true.
but the positives outweigh the negatives so much.
Definitely.
Dang, that's a good answer. I was trying to think of like fictional characters. I have a few on my list. Didn't know if that was allowed. So. No, I was kidding. Good
Okay,
answer.
that's my first one. And then my second one is Tanner from Love on the Spectrum. I'd love to be friends with him. He's kind of like Leslie Knope.
That's a great
Always positive.
pick.
Oh, you'd love to be hanging out with him.
That's a great pick.
I knew you'd like that one.
Yeah.
That's good. I have never watched it, but is that the one you have a T-shirt about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. He's the one who he likes frogs, he likes snakes, he likes
Yeah.
crocodiles, he likes alligators. He lists all the things.
Yeah.
What do you like, Kate? What do you like, Kate? I like turtles. I like bugs. I like sticks.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud.
So now I'm trying to imagine, like, are all these? We didn't necessarily specify this at the beginning, but would all these people be in the same group together? Like, because I'm
I don't
thinking
know.
like Leslie Knope and Tanner would be awesome. Sick corporate discount person's not that awesome.
No, they're
Just like-
separate. These are
Okay,
just people
okay.
you're just
Just
friends
friends.
with.
Just making sure. All right, my next one is going to be. I've always loved this guy. I've always been entertained by him. He would have great stories, but I think he'd also be like very caring as a family man. Peyton Manning.
They're going to say Mr. Rogers. Peyton Manning's a great pick.
Yes,
Peyton Manning's a great pick.
thank you. I just love him.
Good sense of humor.
Good sense of humor while still like seeming like obviously he's larger than life in some ways, but he's very normal seeming in other ways.
Can I say something honest?
Yes,
I wish Patrick Mahomes had the personality of Peyton Manning. That would be fun.
that would be awesome. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Did you and Grant talk about that?
No, but I was joking with him. I said, because there are so many similarities. I was like, if Chet Holmgren starts dating Rihanna, then it's going to get really spooky.
Wait, what? Who? Oh, because of
Because Travis Kelce
yeah.
dates her.
Oh, got it. That would be wild.
To me,
Your turn.
let's go with a guy who owns several jet skis.
Ooh, several more than the boat.
Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, they got 4 out today. You can have one. Rachel, you can have one. Bring a couple friends. Hey, quadruple date.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
His jet skis, I don't know how he's going to set it up exactly.
Yes.
But Yeah, I've only gotten to ride a jet ski like 4 or 5 times my whole life.
Oh, really?
And so I've been like sheltered from it. And so to me, they're just like the pinnacle of fun.
How much do you think a really nice jet ski costs? Have you looked into it?
Well, you know what they stand
10
for.
grand, 80 grand, 4 grand, like.
Yeah, between 3,000 and 6,000 seems.
You think?
I don't
It's
know.
gotta
Maybe
be
I bet it's
10 to
higher.
15.
I bet everything's so expensive, dude. If not, then people will
Yes.
be riding around jet skis like crazy for 3 grand.
Boat, they say, stands for bust out another 1,000.
Yeah.
What does jet ski stand for?
Jet ski stands for geez. Every 10 seconds, can't
Kill.
kill it. My bank account. Kill it.
Yeah, I financed it, but it does it where every 10 seconds it just like does it just
kill
takes
it.
some money from
Ah,
me.
yeah.
That's the terms. I don't know. It takes $1.50 every 10 seconds
Yeah.
until I pay it off.
Rachel, your dad's a boat guy?
He is a boat guy.
No jet skis though.
We do have a few jet skis.
Oh, you do?
What?
Jake is pumped.
I think there's always something wrong with it. Like maybe they weren't his and he was storing them for somebody or he got them for sale.
There's the
and
acronym.
you can only ride them
Yeah.
on the pond.
Jeez, every 10
You can ride him on the
seconds,
pond?
kill it.
I think so.
Ooh.
I have never seen them in action. We should look this weekend.
I will say my aunt growing
Wow.
up had a Sea-Doo, and it was like the Sea-Doo's not working again. Like it was
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
I think
Because
it's
he bought it
working.
for 3,000.
Yeah, maybe. So, okay, so guy who owns several jet skis. Good answer.
My father-in-law, I guess.
Yep.
Guy
Yeah.
who has several functioning jet skis.
I don't want to be friends with that person. I don't
Yeah.
like a jet ski.
Mm.
It's
That's
a
okay.
little too,
Not
little
your,
too
not
much
your
for
list.
Rachel.
Wait, is it my turn?
No,
Okay.
it's still Jake's.
Holy cow. I forgot the order, guys. I'm not going to get a lot of votes for this. I don't care. He's my friend. Jeff Bezos.
Okay,
I just don't think it hurt.
tell me more. Yeah,
I bet he might have access to some things. I bet he might have some money to throw around.
you know what?
Now that I've said it, this is kind of redundant with my jet ski thing. So I should have picked one or the other. I'm not going to win this one. But we're having a good time.
That is so true. Like, yeah, the Jets, like, sit corporate discount. That dude's got a discount.
Yeah, why did I don't need these. Yeah, okay. Just like, what is it like to be friends with a billionaire?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I
cool.
don't even fully know, probably.
Yeah,
But just like being on a yacht for the first time or getting invited to every Thursday night football game because they're on Amazon Prime.
dun, dun. Yeah. Yes.
I bet there would be some perks
I bet he would also have access to any other game you want to go to.
or anything. Or like,
Or
hey, I need to
anything.
get here. Can you send me a helicopter?
Yes.
He's like, dude, next time don't even text me. Let me just give you the keys.
Right. Just use my app that I have that no one else knows.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
first.
yeah. See?
Yeah.
They have that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yep.
And he knows about things you've never heard. Okay, so that my next pick is not. It's adjacent to that. It's someone who's deep into the government. I don't care what. I don't necessarily
That's a
need.
great
I don't
answer.
necessarily need the power.
It's just the curiosity of what goes on.
Yes, dude. Exactly. I just like CIA and someone who's deep into the government and has loose lips.
Yeah,
Like, is willing to
and,
tell me
like,
about it. Like,
yeah, is kind of done their time.
yeah.
Or is currently in it, and yeah, just loose-lipped.
I don't know. Yeah, like I'm not trying to make like a stance of like I want to be friends with Trump because he's Trump. I don't have strong feelings like that, but I'm like, it would be cool to be the friends with the president of the United States and be like, what's going on?
Are there tunnels?
Yes, dude.
Is there like a book that you guys
Just-
all have?
Yeah, let's do a top 10 list every week of like things I didn't know.
Yeah. Do you
How
have
fun
jet
would
skis? Do they work?
Yeah, so someone who's deep into the government, president, CIA,
That's good.
whatever. Like Jack Bauer would have some stories,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, Anna Buffini's oldest brother.
Don't.
I was waiting for someone
Crickets.
gay to interrupt me. Wait, don't say that.
You're doing it on your own now.
You returned
Oh,
this
man.
on me. All right.
That was so funny.
Yeah, he's
He's deep into the government?
National Guard.
Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great
Someone who's
pick.
deep
Yeah,
into the
that
government.
was.
That's fun.
Okay, now it is me.
Yes.
Okay. My next pick is Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
yeah.
He's an alcoholic.
No way.
Okay.
Actually?
I don't know. I've heard rumors.
Oh, no, I don't want to be friends with
Oh,
him. Just
rumors.
kidding.
He's fine.
Jeff Bezos would know.
Probably.
CIA person would know.
Your government person would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Jimmy Fallon on a business podcast recently. He was great.
I know he seems like just how he is on TV.
Oh yeah, you were in the car for a little bit. He
Was
seemed
I?
awesome. I think we were driving back from Iowa last time, and Jimmy Fallon was on a podcast as a guest. It was fun to hear him be interviewed.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's like
right,
2
right.
hours.
I do feel like he's like so universally loved, like just a fun guy.
And friends with every celebrity.
Do you think he's really as enthralled as he acts like he is on camera? Like as far as like he is always so into the stories, or is he just really good at his job?
He's got to be just really good at his job.
Yeah, I bet,
Nobody can be like that.
70% of the time, probably like genuine curiosity.
Yeah.
But like 30% of the time, it's like, I don't listen to this type of music.
Yeah.
I've never heard it before tonight. I
Yeah.
got to pretend
Yeah,
like I'm intrigued by this.
yeah, because
That would be tough.
Yeah, because he would have to be up to date with every movie, every TV show, every song that's new. No, and he's busy. He can't.
He's busy.
Have you ever seen the SNL skit where Justin Timberlake impersonates Jimmy Fallon in front of Jimmy Fallon?
No.
I don't know if I ever not.
I think it's somewhat recent. Like it was a Celebrity Jeopardy, and yeah, it was just great. Like because
That's funny.
Justin Timberlake's just like, it was so good, my man, so good. And then you just have Jimmy Fallon just standing there, just trying not to die laughing at it. So good. All right, Rich, you get a fourth pick.
Okay, my fourth pick is my dad.
Oh, you would like.
Oh,
He's a good friend.
you stole mine. That's my jet ski guy.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
but you're already friends with your dad.
And I want to be. I want to continue.
Oh, if that's the list, then I should have changed my answers. Jake, Rachel, Catherine, my dad. Sorry, Mom.
Good list.
Yeah.
I'd vote for that one.
I thought about writing down the Steves, but I was like,
Okay,
oh, I'm already
okay.
friends with them.
Technically, I did have them as a group.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys would approve of that. It's the Steve, John Fulbright group.
Oh,
Because that's a great group to be friends with.
SSJ. Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
then that's for sure my pick.
the SSJ.
Those three, great to be around.
Yeah,
Could be friends with.
all of them
Mm-hmm.
together. That's fun. Yeah, everyone's gonna pick your. That's good. Pander pick.
Oh.
Everyone loves the Steves and John, my coach. All right, my last one is going to be a fictional character. I'll go that route as well. Marshall Erickson from How I Met Your Mother. You ever watch that show?
Which one was he?
He was Jason Segel.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's just so lovable, such a big heart, like imaginative, like believes in things, like super like romantic, like believes in love. I don't know, just like a fun guy to be around. So
Sounds like a great friend.
great friend. So
I'm not gonna win, so I'm gonna choose maybe the only thing on my list that is controversial. Gonna go for it. Dog breeder.
okay,
Huh.
that is very controversial.
People don't like those, but if you had a good friend who's a dog breeder,
Yeah,
it's like, well, I can get this one from the pound for free, or this like amazingly purebred, perfect golden
Yeah.
retriever for free.
dude, I had an opportunity one time. There was a
free.
family that I knew, like north of here, that they had a like black lab, like free black labs, like, and they were like, "We'll just give it to you for free."
Was this during the Black Lives Matter movement? Was this like summer 2020?
Black labs matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
BLM.
no, it was like right around the time you guys were getting married.
I feel like I remember this.
Yeah,
You guys almost got one.
we almost got one,
Yeah.
and it was like Buster seems like a pretty good match, but we didn't pull the
Wait.
trigger.
Yeah,
Oh
now
my
she's
gosh,
getting.
that's mine.
This is sounding weirdly.
Wait, do you want to be friends with him? Like, yeah.
Buster gave it away.
Yeah, Rachel.
Wait, you gave it away.
Wait.
You told it to us.
Oh man, I think about that sometimes. Like we should have taken that dog.
Should have taken this free dog.
I bet
Yeah.
they will again.
Okay,
Buster's got more in the tank.
Buster ain't done.
Yeah, his last name isn't twice.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was. I remember that because like wasn't Tommy like? I don't think he left your wedding to go like deliver these babies.
Yeah, I
but
think they were.
kinda.
Yeah, I think it was like that day or the next day.
Yeah, crazy. He's like, yeah, I think it's gonna happen any moment now.
Wait, this sounds familiar.
Oh, whoa.
So we got a couple repeats on here. I've picked the same guy twice, and I also picked someone else who's on Rachel's list, who is also on my list. Steve Coop is everywhere. All over these
Everyone wants to be friends.
Steve Coop's a dog. Yeah,
dog breeder, jet ski owner,
Yeah,
good friend.
might have a sick corporate discount somewhere too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if
for
you're
like,
ordering seed,
Yep, might be.
that's it.
Buster.
Joyful Java.
Yeah. Okay, so Jake said Vince Vaughn, guy who owns several jet skis, Jeff Bezos, and a dog breeder.
And I think, to clarify, Jeff Bezos doesn't own any jet skis.
I don't think he's ever bred a dog.
Yes, I'm covering my bases here.
Right.
He's well known for that.
Brad said, sick corporate discount guy. Peyton Manning, someone who's deep into the government, Marshall Erickson. Rachel said Leslie Knope, Tanner from Love on the Spectrum, good. Jimmy Fallon, and the Steve Triplett, John Fulbright group.
Rachel's going to dominate us.
I know.
95-5. It's going to be the percentages.
You picked dog breeder yourself.
Once I was already out of it. Yeah, I picked dog breeder. Yeah, I wasn't planning on it, but I think that would be convenient. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Leslie Knope, I think, won it for her right away. I'm trying to go with the narrative that Jimmy Fallon is an alcoholic, though. So if you guys vote for him, what does that say?
Jeff Bezos, I mean, you talk about a stand-up Christian guy on my list.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like Jimmy Fallon.
That's right. That's right.
Honorable mentions.
So many. You guys go.
Yeah.
I can sprinkle them.
Travis Kelce.
For sure.
Who else are you going to be friends with?
I had Patrick Mahomes on the list, not because I think he's like awesome, but just because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Still, would he let me ask him a bunch of questions?
And you just get sideline passes to every game.
Yeah, it'd still be amazing.
I could do TikToks with Jack.
Jack.
TikTok Jack?
I would call him Jack because we'd be friends.
Because we're so tight.
Hey, Jay, you and me, let's TikTok real quick.
So not a Jack.
Come on, Jack. Let's go, man.
As far as musicians who seem really normal and likable, Post Malone.
Wait, can
Go back to Jack.
Can I, if the requirement to be best friends with Patrick Mahomes is you have to do a TikTok with Jack every day during the NFL season, would you do it?
Every day.
Would you do it?
It's like I can't go out of town. I have to film a TikTok with Jack.
No, you could bank them. Like you could store them up.
Okay, so then one right.
But I mean, the NFL season's what, 6 months long?
Yeah, so how many dances am I even able to memorize at one time? Most I could shoot is 8 in one day.
How was your day? Oh man, I was just TikToking with Jack all day.
Deep in the lab with Jack. Oh man,
would you do it?
I grittied like so much this morning.
The answer for me is yes. Of course.
Oh really?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what does it come with?
Being best friends with Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do a little dance. I'll put on a little wig, whatever he needs.
As long as it means like I'm friends with you for it doesn't have to be like you have to be my friend forever, but it's like it's not like required like, hey, why didn't you do a TikTok with Jack anymore after the season's over? I'm not your friend anymore.
He's like, you've earned a lot of like equity with this guy.
Like I want him to just see me as any other friend after that. And if I hurt his trust because I didn't respond to his texts in time or whatever, I understand. We don't have to be friends anymore. But like, I don't want it to be like, hey, notice you haven't been, dancing with Jack much.
Do you think if you do become friends with Patrick Mahomes, would he be on your contact list who can get through the bricking? Because right now it's just me and Catherine. Yes, maybe your parents.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
When your phone is bricked, I can get through. Would Patrick be allowed to get through?
I would say Jack could get through.
Because it could be about
work.
Might
become, honestly, I think Jack is misrepresented in the public eye.
You've saunted with him. You know Jack.
We've steam roomed together. And
steamed. Steaming with Jack.
Oh, yeah, there's a difference. No, I don't think so.
Patrick stays bricked.
Yeah. Nope. It depends.
Thanks for thinking so
not
hard
yet.
about
Not
that.
yet. I wouldn't. Not right away. So, anyway, would you, Rachel? Would you do a TikTok with Jack?
Sure.
Okay.
To be friends with Patrick Mahomes?
Sure. It's closer to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. One step closer.
Okay.
It's a sacrifice.
Anyway, Post Malone.
Yeah.
He gives off that vibe. When I've heard him on podcasts, he just seems normal and funny and cool.
I agree.
Especially for face tattoos. I think your expectation for someone goes down a little bit when you say if they have a lot of tattoos on their face. So he exceeds that well.
Do you think there's like, I don't know how to explain this, but like with somebody with a face tattoo, it's like eventually he's going to be like a guy with a face tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when's that going to happen? Is it going to happen around me?
You're saying like, not like he's going to age and they're going to look back. You're saying he's going to snap one day.
He's going to revert back to the face tattoo guy. Because right now he's like, yeah, he has face tattoos, but he's not a face tattoo guy.
He's like, he's warm and he's so well-mannered. He's great.
But you have to have a little something different about you if you got a face tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person who has a face tattoo.
Yeah, in real life, I mean, not anymore. I think there were maybe some like football players in college that I kind of knew.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. That's so bold. What about I wrote down the
Samoans don't count. I just thought of that.
No, that's cultural. That's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, that counts.
Well, he's not. No. Guy with the pool. I think anybody who has a pool.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have pools.
yes.
Love
Like
me a
drift
pool.
sponge. What's it called? Dodge sponge.
Dodge sponge. Yeah, just an inflatable pool. Hey man, you want to come over? We got a pool. Yeah. Come over.
I just filled it up with the hose.
With a sponge.
Just give me a second. I gotta fill it up. Dang it. I said the guy with the truck so that I don't have to be the guy with the truck anymore.
That's great. The guy who rents the Cybertruck. That's convenient.
Yes. Guy whose love language is gifts. Or girl. Have you like a few of my friends like they love to just bring by gifts and it is so nice.
It's fun.
It's like that is so sweet of you. Or even like I don't know if Rachel's this way, but like I don't know if your love language is gifts, but I feel like you're very quick to be like, you want me to get you anything? You know, stuff like that.
Rachel has taught me a lot about not showing up empty-handed.
Yes. Good.
Thank you, boys.
You got any honorable mentions? I have plenty more.
Yeah,
but
I got more.
I had. Sorry, let me switch the camera.
thank you.
Friend with a vacation home, which is similar to what you guys have
that's
said.
good. That's
Yes.
good.
Preferably in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Somewhere
that's
warm.
good, that's
That'd be
good.
great.
Yeah.
I had Buddy the Elf, but
Okay.
he might get annoying. That's why I didn't say him.
Yeah.
That's
Just,
that's
you
what
know,
honorable
he's not
mentions are
street
for.
smart.
Yep.
This is the one that I said before we recorded, Jake, that I was like, you're going to be surprised. It's a football player.
Junior Seau.
No, I don't know who that is.
Sorry, that is so random.
I
And
don't know.
also, he's so dead. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that was funny. Go
There's
ahead.
no controversy around him. It's just like a
Okay,
random.
okay,
It's
okay.
just a really random dead guy.
I think there was some controversy around him.
Really?
I think he was like CTE, like patient zero.
Oh, he might have
Oh,
been.
wow.
Like this. Yeah. All right. Good point.
Terrible. I
Good
wish I
job,
was
Jake.
friends with him
Yeah.
and tell him to quit playing football.
There you go. Wait, I want to try to guess the football player.
Okay. Another clue. I followed him
my
on
gosh.
Instagram this season.
Sorry, I just looked up Junior Seau. Jeez. So I just said a random just guy. I didn't know how he died or whatever. Sorry.
Okay, you just found this guy on Instagram.
Yes, Jake showed me this guy and said I would like him.
Oh, yeah, we ate some of them. Who's the guy that we cooked them rabbits?
Oh,
Is it
that
that-
guy? Xavier Leggett? Is that his name?
Is that him?
I don't know who that is.
Well, now I feel like
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
crazy Southern accent.
Okay.
Asparagus.
yeah, it's somebody that you just saw this year on Instagram. Therefore, you're not like
I told you to follow a football player. I was like, you'll like this guy?
Yes, and I really like this guy. He's very positive.
What the heck? Football
I think
player?
he's a quarterback.
professional football player.
Yes.
You think he's a quarterback?
All right.
And maybe he switched teams in this offseason.
Oh. Kirk Cousins.
No, but I would like to.
I was
try.
gonna say
Oh.
I had that thought, but I was like, she's heard of him already.
Kirk Cousins would be a great guy to have on the list.
Do you want to know what the name starts with?
Sure.
Jay.
Jay Goff.
No.
Uh,
Catherine's already friends with him.
yeah, Justin Tucker. He's not
No.
a quarterback, but you might like him.
I
think he'd
might.
like you.
Okay.
Okay. Not like that. Not like Junior Seau.
How can we not think of quarterbacks?
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that's good.
But
That's a
good
good
guess.
guess.
I
Yes.
almost put him on my list, and I didn't
Josh
know if that
Allen
was
seems
like
awesome.
sacrilege. He seems awesome.
Not sacrilege. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
As
a really
a
cool
player,
quarterback.
he's so fun to watch. If I didn't have Patrick Mahomes, I would be
Yeah.
chomping at the bit for JA, dude.
Who are the other quarterbacks? Jamar Jackson,
No.
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow.
No.
Better not be Joe Burrow. Jua Tagovailoa.
Jet
No.
Stafford.
Jet Stafford. Jalen Hurts.
No.
Oh,
Good.
dang.
There's so many Jay quarterbacks.
I know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're
Josh
all
Purdy.
crazy.
I might be wrong on the quarterback now.
No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got Russell Wilson.
No.
Who else?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, Jam
Stop.
Arnold. Jam Darnold.
Oh wait, I thought of it. Jameis Winston.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Man, we went through a lot of them.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he is great.
Yeah, he is. If you haven't seen him on Instagram, look him up. He's got some good videos.
He's like he's a believer, man.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's a great guy.
Because he started going. I mean, he's gone viral his whole career, but I feel like more recently this year, like his pregame speeches or postgame interviews, he's the Theo Vaughn of the NFL. Just like, what is he gonna say? And
So
yeah,
good.
Rachel really liked it.
So good. Any more, Rachel?
No.
Okay. I have guy who's an easy laugh. Just a fun person to have around.
Yeah.
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 Always laughing at your jokes. Guy who prays for you. Probably Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Probably.
Somebody who's obsessed with baking but doesn't like eating the food, so they bring it to you. You ever seen those
Yes.
people? Like, I just baked them. It's Leslie Knope, probably, honestly, a little bit.
Yeah, they just like love to. Oh, Rachel, you're saying there's a woman who works for your mom at the coffee shop, and she loves baking so much that like she has 2 full-time jobs and both are baking. Like when she leaves Driffle Java, she goes to another job where she bakes.
Oh, wow.
That's all she does.
Yeah, Glenda.
Glenda.
Cook.
Sounds good. We need to get some Joyful Java baking stuff for Gulf Shores. That'd be possible. Talk to Angie.
Glenda.
Personalized meme guy. I think that's just a fun guy to have in the group chat.
That's kind of us.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be someone, it's gonna be us.
I had so much fun. Like there was that day where we just spouted off
Pheasant
all
hunting.
those pheasant hunting memes.
One of the best days of my life.
I thought if I had that in my life every day, I'd be a happier person.
Guy who has an indoor pickleball barn.
Yes.
Convenient.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
No one said this yet. Mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
Just like bona fide car guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're tight with him so you don't feel bad, you know.
Yes.
You could do that for every pretty much expert. Lawyer, doctor, but
Truly.
mechanic would probably come up the most.
Yep.
I think I got 2 more. Adam Sandler,
Okay. Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Michael Jordan, another one that's like, I don't know how good of a guy he is, but if we're friends, that means he must be a pretty good guy.
And I could find out.
And man, I would love to hear some stories.
Yeah.
Like I still see every once in a while in podcast interviews, people talking about their Michael Jordan story from the 90s. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to hear more. I put Chad McDonald, who's the pastor at my church. He just seems like a great guy, but I don't know if we're ever going to be like super tight friends.
Yeah.
I would love to be super tight friends with Forrest Frank. Seems like a bro.
Yeah.
I almost put that on my list.
Yeah, I think he just seems like he would get along with us around our age. All the ghosties I haven't met, just
Aww.
well, I'm just saying. And then Ron Swanson.
Yeah, you guys would get along.
I think so. And if not, then I would have to check myself of like, why is Ron Swanson not liking this thing about me? So it'd be good either way.
I forgot. I had one more on my list. Jennifer Lawrence.
J Law.
Doesn't she seem cool? She seems normal.
She seems funny. Yeah. Good answer.
Do you see someone said Rachel sounds like Emma Stone, who's another actress who seems pretty normal?
I've heard that before.
I could see that.
Yeah, and I kind of have that little bit of a lisp like she does. I went to speech in elementary. So
Oh, you had a lisp?
Yeah, couldn't say my F.
Oh.
Yikes.
Emma Stone. Yeah. I can see it. Hear it. I can hear it.
I can sound it.
I can sound it.
We, Rachel and I went out on the town this weekend. Friday night. Well, I think Rachel got invited by our friend Riley Knapp.
Mm-hmm.
We've been friends with her for a while. It was her birthday party. Rachel was like, just a heads up, this is like Friday night. You can go to it if you want. No big deal. Whatever. Well, I get a text from our friends, Calvin and Molly.
Yep.
Calvin texts me, hey, man, you going to Riley's party? And I was just like, I don't know. I was thinking about it. He's like, well, I think I'm like the only guy going. And we already got childcare. You should go, dude. It's going to be so fun. So I was like, to be honest, I was kind of leaning towards not going. But all right, you know what?
Yeah.
I can't let Calvin be the only guy there.
Oh, Calvin. Did Calvin?
And I don't know anything. I don't know the details.
Okay.
So when I hear this from Calvin, that like, I'm going to be the only guy there. In my head, I was like, this must be in like Riley's backyard or maybe living room. Maybe there's like 7 of us.
You just assumed that.
That
Okay.
would be weird. 6 girls, 1 guy.
Okay.
I got to help out.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we drive downtown and go to the rooftop of a hotel. It's one of the more popular locations in all of Kansas City.
Okay.
And there's about 400 people on the roof. So totally fine. Yeah, plenty of guys. About a 50-50 split, as it turns out.
So
Maybe
you were
more
worried,
girls.
You were worried that Calvin would be like, I am a predator in this room. Or something like you were just like, this is clearly awkward for me. There's no one to talk to.
Yeah, I was like thinking this is going to be, well, this is going to be an intimate setting. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is kind of weird. There's like 6, 7, 8 girls. I don't know how many. There could be 10 girls, 1 guy, all in Riley's living room.
Okay.
Awkward. And yeah, we get there. It's the rooftop of a hotel.
What an interesting thing for you to assume. Just like, yeah, we're just getting together in my living room. Anybody want to come over?
I don't know. Game night is fun.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, that's kind of what we like to do for our birthdays. But Riley, she's single. She's young. Well, she's not that young. I don't know.
32?
32.
Young.
Young, yeah. Young in lifestyle, you know what I mean? Like
Yes, young in spirit.
young in spirit. So
But yeah, that was kind of funny. I had a great time. Glad I went. But yeah, just what I was expecting versus what happened. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I thought And I'm doing him a favor tonight.
Right.
There were so many guys there. So many guys that we knew there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just, yeah.
Yeah, Sam Peterson, Joe Pfeiffer, you name it, they're there.
The who's who.
I did meet someone, we talked about like, we should do like a series on the podcast where we interview like professionals in areas we don't know. I met a surgeon and I was like, I don't know any surgeons. And after I rattled off about 20 questions in a row to him, I was like, I should just get this guy on the podcast.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's an option.
What did you learn? You remember?
What did we learn, Rachel? He can't really travel. Even if he's not working, he's on call pretty much always.
Oh, really?
Because he does like what is that called? Transplants.
Okay.
So like,
oh yeah, a lot of organ donations.
He'll have to like fly up to Mayo, get the liver, and then fly back and do that surgery. So like he does surgery in Mayo, gets the liver, brings it back to Kansas City, then does another surgery.
Wow. So he personally does both of the surgeries.
Yeah. And there's only 3 people in the United States who do this or something, didn't he say?
Maybe just 3 in Kansas City.
Yeah, that could be.
No, United States sounds better.
3 in the world.
How old is he?
Ever.
Is he like our age-ish?
Yeah.
38.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably.
Yeah, ish. Like, he's not some 55-year-old, just hanging out at the rooftop bar.
Yeah, it was great. We learned a lot. It was very interesting. So I was like, we should get this going.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, because then once they tell us you one thing, it's like, all right, well, let's talk more about that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard there's one guy, he was a surgeon. I don't remember what he did, but some kind of like, I don't know, it wasn't liver. It was like something more like with bones and stuff. And he's like, I use like high-end medical versions of like saws all the time. Like, I'm like, that would be very interesting to learn.
Let's do a little show and tell.
So you a DeWalt guy? You a festival guy?
Do we use the same brands?
Yeah.
That
Battery
is crazy.
power? Whatever. But
I always heard Ward Weeby's big thing at Kanakuk was always a see one, do one, teach one.
yeah.
And he always quoted, he's like, that's how they teach you to do an appendectomy. I was like, this is my chance. I was like, see one, do one, teach one. That mean anything to you? He's like, oh yeah, surgeon school. I was like, oh, all right. So he's not just making stuff up. That's like, considered like mastery. Like
Right.
you really know something if you could teach someone how to do it.
Yes. I
So
love
there's that.
Jake, I have 2 announcements for you.
What's that?
One of them is that Awana registration is now open.
Oh,
All right. So
what else?
The second one is that we are sponsored today by GoodRanchers.com.
Wow. What's the Venn diagram of Awana registration and Good Ranchers?
Okay, so let me tell you something. Awana, they don't just give you the vegetables. They really they dive deep with those kids. They give you the meat,
Protein.
the protein to help you survive, to sustain you.
Yeah.
Just like Good Ranchers gives you protein through their American meat delivered to your door.
You will be sustained by Good Ranchers.
Come on.
While also sustaining Americans.
Come on.
And American farmers and American ranchers and just the whole American supply chain. It's all packaged, homegrown here.
Yep.
American meat delivered to your door. It's so convenient. It's so easy. We have it every week. We had it in the crock pot this week.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
What'd you do with it?
We made Rachel concocted. It was kind of like a Greek little pita.
Oh, I love those. Like a little
Yeah.
hero almost or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Be the hero in your family.
Yes.
Also, we need to mention that you get a free box for life. You sign up for Good Ranchers, subscribe to any box. Free box.
Do you need a code or is it just automatic?
Code would help. Code is
what's
going to
the
be
code?
pretty much recommended.
Imperative, yeah.
Yeah, GRKC.
GRKC is the code. And did you say that meat has antibiotics in it?
It does not have that.
Additives?
No.
The hidden ones, though. Like,
No.
what about seed oils? Probably?
Nope.
Really? Everything's got seed oils these days.
Nope.
Dude.
And let me tell you, hormones, keep those to yourself.
Okay, so it must
Keep them out of my
it must
chicken.
taste just okay.
It tastes like how the good Lord intended it to taste.
Wow.
You tell me if that's good or not.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Yep.
And
Back to Awana.
GoodRanchers.com. Yeah.
GoodRanchers.com, GRKC. I don't remember what else. Anything else interesting?
That was it.
But we got a surgeon.
That's
We need
good.
it.
Okay. I 3 days in a row for Hattie. Hattie went to 3 different kids' birthday parties. We were invited to 2 of them, and I never thought. It kind of like you sounded like you're like Friday night. You're like, I was kind of looking forward to just being by myself, or not going tonight. I was like, Catherine, I'll be honest. Like, I'll have a good attitude if you want me to go, but I was like, I don't want to go to those things. And they were with
any
us.
of them, or like the third one.
It was like our friends' like birthday party, like our friends' kids. So it's not like, I don't know, but for whatever reason, I was like, I never thought I'd be that guy, but I'm being that guy. And I was like, I will go and I will be totally have fun. But I'm just being honest. I don't want to.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, Saturday, you take the boys, Henry and Bo, to my parents' house, or my parents, and I'll just take the girls. And then, so I only had to go to one of the two.
That's nice.
It was, and the one that I went to was great. It was Sophie and Peter's kids. And
Oh
You
yeah.
know what? We forgot to go to both of those.
I'm just now
So-
remembering.
oh yeah. Yeah, you forgot. I forgot to go to the one on Saturday too. No. That's what I was like, Catherine, they're not going to miss me. Like that's the thing.
Oh, where's Brad?
We're not going to, yeah.
Annie Tate wanted to see Brad.
Right, 3-year-old, like it's like she doesn't even know my name. Hattie's dad,
I said something walking down the sidewalk this week. Just came up with it on the spot. What do you think of this? College makes you an extrovert. Getting married makes you an introvert.
College makes you an extrovert. Okay, yeah, I could see that.
In most cases, maybe.
Yeah, but then I would say, at least as far as like Catherine goes, I think she's always been extroverted, but like now that she's staying home all the time, she's always ready to like, let's do
She
something
is.
out. Yeah, and
She
I'm
is the first friend to respond. Like, I'll do that.
yeah, which I always encourage that, but I'm always like, I'm so okay being home. Right
Home's
now.
good.
Yeah, like she's like, should we have people over? I was like, we could, but I'm so okay not. Like,
Maybe. Speaking of forgetting things, Rachel was supposed to go on a walk with her friend Becca this week. They both forgot. They both didn't show up.
And then didn't realize that we forgot until like days later when I think she was going to text me about something else and saw that our most previous text was, okay, see you Wednesday.
oh wow. So you guys you even confirmed.
Yeah.
That's a great way of living.
Yeah, it was nice and we'll still be just as good of friends now.
Okay, so I was supposed to meet up with Military Bob. Do you think Military Bob forgot? Do you think there's a chance I forgot? Yeah.
Military Bob was there, 1900 hours, ready to go.
He didn't even text me though. Like he didn't say like.
What?
And so I was supposed to meet him at 7, and I realized at 9:30. I was like, dude, were we still meet? Like, did you go? And he's like, and he was like so nice. He's like, no problem, dude. I just got some emails. Like it was great just have an hour to myself. I was like, oh
he
my
sat there for an
God.
hour waiting on me.
Don't you hate to think about that hour?
Oh yeah. I mean, after the first 15 minutes, you know if they're not coming or not, right?
That's crazy. He never even texted.
I
But then,
know,
he
I
didn't
think-
want you to feel bad, but obviously you're going to know at some point you forgot.
Yeah. And I thought for a second maybe it was a little bit of a Becca walk situation because I was like,
Cool.
We hadn't coordinated since we'll say it 7 days before. Like we didn't do the follow up. Like, hey man, we still on for coffee tomorrow? Like, so maybe we both are just flaky. And I was like, no, Military Bob's not flaky. There's no chance. So
That's too bad.
anyway.
While we were at that party Friday night, Molly Beck asked us a very interesting question. I want to get your answer. I mean, this is to build just a little context. Molly is just this sweet, soft-spoken, sourdough candle maker. And she goes, so everyone, what would your role in the mafia be, you think? What? So I don't even know what the roles are.
I was gonna say,
go for it.
Okay, I was gonna say,
what
did she give you like? I'd probably be the townspeople.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Like I'm thinking of like the mafia game.
yeah, I'd be the night watchman.
Yeah. The nurse. I'll take nurse. What would my role in the mafia be?
If you were in the mob,
Gosh,
what would you do?
I'd get killed so fast. Dude.
I'd die.
I would either mouth off to the wrong person or I would,
Show up late to a meeting.
I'd miss the memo that hey, we're actually not supposed to go there, and I'd get shot by somebody. I don't know, man. I'd be the guy that's like, waiting in the getaway car, and I don't even realize, but as they're getting out, they just shoot me in the back. like I had no idea. I thought we were all friends still. Jack, Patrick, what happened?
You said split it 5 ways.
We were doing TikTok dances, and now we're getting what the heck, dude?
Yeah, like in any mafia. I was thinking like the Dark Knight. Maybe it's Dark Knight Rises when they're like stealing from the bank, and he's like, pretty nice. We could split it 3 ways, and he's like, ding, 2 ways or whatever. That would be you. Oh, come on.
I was supposed to get the bus driver.
Yeah, you get it.
Such a scene, dude. Oh, what? No, not me.
You're doing great at coming up with different ways that you will die.
I'd be a wise guy I'd like calling myself a wise guy. I don't know what that means exactly.
I'd say a bunch of wisecracks, yeah?
I'd be the guy who his mom makes the best spaghetti and makes the best pasta sauce.
But one
they call
night
it pasta sauce.
you forget it and you die.
One night we didn't put enough basil in and I'm dead.
Yeah. I could see you being the guy who kind of kind of the jester, if you will.
Yeah.
The Joker.
Yeah.
And, but one night a joke doesn't land, you die.
Hey, Vinny, come on. What is this? I'm joking here. I'm joking. Yeah. It have a silencer on there, so it'd be like,
Of course. Yep.
Clean it up.
Bag them.
Bag them. Take them out to the fishes. I would be the guy.
I think you'd be the guy who gets a little too into the Italian accents. Hey, is it just me or is Vinny looking like a Pasquale these days?
Yeah.
And they don't like that. They don't take kindly to being called a Pasquale. Dead.
You're dead. You're done. Kneecaps gone.
Bag them.
Bag them.
Fish them.
I'd be the guy. No, I'd be like the one guy that's like clearly not Italian, and I'd just like ask a bunch of Italian questions to the people.
You're the guy who's way too into the introductory kiss. Hey, Vinny, come in. Come here, Vinny. Boom, dead.
You're dead. He kissed 6 of my cheeks.
Dead.
I'd be the guy. I'd be the guy who learned how to give haircuts to everybody. Haircuts and suits. I'd be the guy that has a suit hookup because I have friends with sick corporate hookups.
But one day, too long.
Yeah.
Dead.
Whoa. Took my inseam a little too tight.
Dead.
Bag them.
I think
put them in the water.
They love that you were like always like in Chinese culture, they were like your glass can never be empty. There was like literally like a refill guy in our room, like always come around. You would be that for like cigars, making sure everyone's like, hey, you need a light, you need this.
How's your Cuban?
But you kept calling him. You kept saying, do you guys need a refill on your cigar?
Dang it.
And they didn't. They're like, why does he keep saying refill on my cigar? Dead.
Dead. I'm gone. What about you? Who would you be?
I said after some pondering, I don't know if this is a role. I don't know if this is a full-time gig. I said I would be the guy like before that we have like a back alley meeting. Yeah, we're meeting at Joey's barber shop.
Oh yeah.
But he's got like a back room where the meetings actually happen.
Yeah.
I would go in first. And I would scour the room for like listening devices. Bug. I would be the debugger.
Yeah.
Like before there was the fog
Yeah.
canisters, there was Jakey T.
It was Jakey T and his secret hands.
And I'd have a little stethoscope. I don't know if that helps or not, but I would have one listening.
No, you'd have the special kind that can detect all the bugs.
It can detect bugs. Yeah, so I just attention to detail. I would find the bugs.
That's great.
But one day, I don't find one.
One day, little bug on your shoulder. It's called a bullet. Dead. Gone. See you later. Put them on ice.
Rachel, what did you say you would be in the mafia?
I think Calvin suggested getaway car, but then I said, remember, I don't really like fast driving. And so I think I ended up with security guard.
Security guard, yeah.
Rachel would be the coked up girl that like gets her hair way too frizzy by the end of the movie, and like she just like you gotta get a hold of yourself. She's like, I can't. I don't know. And then it's just like, fine. Dead. Yeah.
Molly said the reason she thought of this is because her like VBS or something, like some parachurch ministry took up an offering, and so she was just counting a bunch of cash.
Oh, yes.
And it was just like, I don't know, it's like I was in the mafia. I feel like I could have been a good money counter.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's an important role.
Yeah, the person that like gets the money trail, burns the money, whatever. Like
they wash the money.
Wash the money. I think that'd be fun.
Laundromat, car wash.
Man, I like mafia movies. You?
Yeah.
You seen some good ones? Casino? Seen that one?
Yeah.
Goodfella?
De Niro.
Goodfellas?
Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen like the good ones.
Casino's really good too. Goodfellas? Awesome. I watched all 3 of this movie franchise. And truly, I don't think, I'm sure if Timon were here and he watched the movies, he'd be like, there's so many continuity errors in that and whatever. But I loved all 3 of them. I watched them all in 1 week. The Equalizer. Ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah. I watched the first one.
What'd you think?
It was good. It's Denzel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's Denzel and a bunch of people you've not really heard of.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a person here or there, but like Denzel is awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of those classic, like, it's almost, I was telling Catherine, I was like, it's almost like a 90s action movie where it's like, you know, it's going to work out. Like, it's going to work out. This guy, it's almost like Taken, where it's just like, this guy has so many amazing abilities.
How is he going to get out of this one?
Yeah.
He does.
And I'll say, second and third one, not like, it's, you know, sometimes it's like steep decline to number 3.
Still seem fine.
Number 3 was fun. It was in Italy.
I mean, that's about all Denzel's done recently, I feel like. So
really
must be going well for him.
That's what I was thinking. Like the logistics side of it, I was like, they must just pay him a ton of money and not pay anybody else anything because there's no one else really in these movies.
He gets all of it.
But yeah, they're just fun. I mean, I was telling Catherine, I was like, I don't think you should watch it. They're too dark for you. But like sometimes it's just like he just finds different crazy ways to kill people, basically. Pretty fun. Who doesn't want that?
Pretty fun.
There's a corkscrew on the counter. Guess what he does with that? Stump, dead.
So, mafia roles.
That's pretty fun, though.
Just fun to think about.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Speaking of mafia, Tate was telling me the other day, I was asking him how his vacation was. He went on the beach with his family, like his immediate family and all of Tate's family. He's like, it was good, except for we got in a fight over mafia one time. And I was totally, Tate's a competitive person. I think his wife is as well. I was totally ready to be on Tate's side, almost regardless. I was like, you're competitive, I'm competitive. Like,
yeah, what happened? Tell me.
Apparently, I think the details were like they were all asleep, in mafia, and townspeople wake up, and I think a lot of the people were being silly and goofy or whatever. But Tate wasn't goofy, or Tate wasn't,
Tate playing it normal.
Tate didn't make a noise or whatever when all these other people were making noises. And so Hillary, his wife, was like, I think Tate's the mafia because he wasn't making the noises. And Tate got so mad. He's like, that shouldn't be like a reason. I'm like, dude, I think you got to play along one way or the other on this thing. And so he got like really mad, like genuinely like frustrated that was like a cheating move. I was like, I don't think that's cheating to justify it like that.
Mafia is so great. I became so obsessed with that in college. We would play with it like it was kind of like when we got at pickleball. It's like we love it so much. We'll play in the rain. We'll play if we don't have paddles. We'll use our shoes. Like we will play pickleball. That's where we're with Mafia. It's like everyone else is out of town. There's 3 of us. We will find a way.
Really?
And so we did. We actually have videos of it. Because we came up with our own version where it was like blind Mafia, where none of us knew who we were. Or like one person did. I don't know what we came up with, but yeah. It's so fun.
Who was the mafia crew? Anderson?
Yeah, just like my friend group in college. Yeah, it was so fun. Yeah. Anderson, Lewis, Glenn, Old Man Rick, Ronnie. It was great.
Old Man Rick.
Old Man Rick, yeah.
I've heard legends about Old Man Rick.
From Peter?
Yeah, he's the one that has like that Xbox that had every video game on it or something.
Yeah.
That guy sounded awesome.
Yeah, Old Man Rick's great.
Talk about somebody you want to be friends with. The guy that has every video game.
Yeah, Old Man Rick.
He wasn't that old, was he?
No, he was just like 4 years older than us and like still lived in Bolivar and had a home. So it's like, this is insane. He seems so much older than us. Yeah, he was great. He was like a full-time just like graphic designer and became good friends. Lived with him for a little bit and might still live in Bolivar. I'm performing in Bolivar in like a month, so we just have to check in and see if Old Man Rick's still there.
You're an SBU or what's that?
It's separate from SBU. It's just like this ministry in Bolivar hired me.
Cool.
Yeah.
You excited?
It's fun. Trey asked me to perform with him for like a Nashville show in December on his tour. So I'll be good to get some reps before then.
Cool.
So
that's fun too.
And that's fun too. Something I forgot to say when I was talking about Grant Hudeberg earlier. This whole conversation started between me and Grant just out of nowhere. I really like this. He just texted me one day, no context, nothing. He said, "What's your top 5 right now?" And I waited for like 30 minutes for him to text me something else, like this is supposed to go along with something. And then I'm like, I don't think anything else is coming.
Yeah. So
I just gave him a list.
Yeah, what'd you go with? Just vague top 5? Did you go with a specific category?
What did I say? No, just all over the place. I think I said like protein, pickleball, ceiling fans, roller coasters. These are some of my top 5 things. And then he got back to me. There's one specifically I wanted to share. Because I was like, now that's an idea. I was like, what's your top 5? He was like 3, rolling TV. He was like the one you had, like your 4th grade teacher had. He said, we put a TV on wheels and we just roll it into any room we need. The baby's room, yeah, we're in there. We're hanging out with her while we're watching TV. Oh, now it's in the living room. Now it's outdoors on the patio with us.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's in, wherever we need. Now it's in the kitchen. It's like, I like rolling TV.
People in the 90s were doing some things correct.
I maybe want to bust out the overhead projector for movie night or something.
When you had the rolling TV in your school, did you have like the massive like seatbelt strap above, like on top of it?
It was like earthquake proof.
Yeah.
Like, we're not near a fault line. Why are we so worried about this?
There's like 2 bumps,
Dude, you know what's crazy? When I think of a rolling TV, does everyone think of something? 1, 2, 3, 9/11.
Oh.
Close. That's like a trauma bond in my head. It was like rolling TV got pushed in because 9/11 is happening.
They rolled the TV
Wow,
in
they rolled
to
in for you
show
guys
you
to
trauma.
watch?
Truly, yes. I was in Mr. Estelle's room. They couldn't find Miss McCubbin's brother. Like I
Miss
remember,
McCubbin.
I remember a lot about that day. They couldn't find Mr. McCubbin.
Isn't that the funniest? Like, for whatever reason, when you use specific names like that, it's just funny every time.
Yes.
Like Mr. McCubbin, we couldn't find him. Like that, just the word McCubbin is funny.
It is.
You're right,
Mr. Estelle and Miss McCubbin.
Miss McCubbin. Yeah, she was freaking out.
Why? Like
Her brother lived in New York. Couldn't get a hold of him.
Oh, they couldn't find
Yeah,
him
yeah,
there.
yeah. Junior Seau. Everyone does it.
Yeah, I remember that. How old were you in 2001?
4.
Okay, so you don't remember. anything.
No, my mom didn't wheel in the TV to the living room.
I was stationary.
I just remember like we had computer class like once a week, and that was the day that we had computer class. And all our assignment was just try to find any information you can find on this thing. And the internet was just broken. Like it wasn't even working.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
like-
even Yahoo.
Yeah, like we tried to go like MSN.com, CBS.com, all these different things. None of them couldn't even get through.
Wow.
So
I know I've asked this before because I'm so curious. What do you do in computer class? Is it typing class or is it just like
you didn't have
everything
it?
about computers? Like here's how to copy and paste.
in middle school, or sorry, in grade school, it was mainly typing. They had all these different programs that you could do, but a lot of times it was like, you have to do this first and then do that. Like, I think we learned how to do some Microsoft Word stuff, but I feel like that came more in junior high. Like there was a class that was like, learn how to do Excel, learn how to do this, learn how to do like Microsoft Publisher, which is like, give me a break.
I took that class freshman year of college.
Also had to take that in college.
Where it started to be like, is SBU, is this an accredited institution? What am I doing?
Well, it's a bunch of homeschool kids, like, you know, that didn't ever use that.
They never turn in a paper in their life.
Yeah, I did that as well in college.
Okay.
I had it.
Business solutions or something dumb like that.
What was it?
Sounds
It was.
great.
It was like a business class. So it was like,
Yeah.
you're going to need this. I sat next to Rodney Magruder. He was my, you know who that is?
Good name again.
No.
You don't know Rodney Magruder?
I thought you were just saying a silly name.
Oh, no. He was a K-State basketball player that played in the
That's
NBA.
fun. Microsoft, wait, what did you say? Microsoft Access? Is that what you had to do?
Maybe
Pretty sure that's
there
what
was
we had to learn.
Access. I thought there was another one called Publisher.
Maybe. I don't
Access
know.
was definitely one, though. And it was like,
Access. I don't understand this.
it's like, why do we need this? I think it was kind of like a
Never did it again.
Evernote kind of thing, maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, we did a bunch of those kind of things. But yeah, in computer class, there was one that was called, oh, what was it? I don't remember the name of it, but you would have loved it, Jake, because it was a math game, but it was baseball themed.
Oh.
So the faster you answer the math question, the better the hit you got in baseball.
It's actually good that I didn't have this at that age because I would not have turned out like I did now.
It was awesome. No,
I
you-
would be in the basement. I would have a hunch on my back and I would say, who wants to play Minecraft?
Yeah, it was so.
That
fun.
would be my life right now.
It was so fun.
I would be streaming to 4 viewers on Twitch right now.
No, you'd be pretty good at it. I think you'd have a lot of
Yeah,
viewers.
you,
You think I'd be good?
Yes.
Dang, missed out.
yeah, you could have been making a living somewhere else.
Man, first horse rider, now Minecraft streamer.
Maybe while riding a horse.
I doubt
Oh,
it.
now we're talking.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't.
I've
way,
never
no way.
seen that.
The
I don't
sun
know.
would burn
the
me too much.
bandwidth doesn't, internet doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's not how
It's got to
it
be
works.
wired in to stream.
Anyway, it was fun though. There was also a game where you like it was a fish, like you could go catch fish and stuff. I don't know. There was nothing educational that I could tell about that. But like you could choose what fish you wanted, and so if you chose the shark, you could just dominate everybody.
What a weird game.
I know. I truly don't remember. If anybody else knows what I'm talking about, maybe Scott Peck will know. Scott. you'll
So,
remember the
Scott,
fish
do you
game.
want to be a little minnow or shark?
It was like you could be a
I'll
swordfish.
be minnow.
You could
All right,
be
I'll be
this.
shark.
Yeah, I don't think you could like play multiplayer though. I don't remember what the point of it was. Those are the only two I can remember though off the top of my head for a program. And I remember Type to Learn was like the
Yes, type to learn.
Type to Learn. And there was one kid, and I never understood why it was funny, but all he would do is like, you know, you'd press the button and it would like tell you the letter. And so he would just press F over and over again. And I truly never understood it. And it was just like F, F, F. And he thought it was the funniest thing.
What's he doing now?
I'm trying to remember. I think he's breeding dogs. Dogs have an eye.
Lowest of the low.
He's farming and breeding dogs of an eye. Wait a second.
That sounds familiar.
Anyway.
I have to ask Scott about that. I've been texting Scott a lot because we're booking flights. This dude loves Southwest. We've got like a Delta flight that's like perfect nonstop. It's the cheapest option. He's like, I really like to go Southwest.
Why is he? Why?
Yeah, I was like, dude, you gotta chill. Like, these other airlines, Delta's like the best. He's like, I just know what I'm getting with Southwest. I said, you literally don't know what seat you're getting.
Literally, you don't know. The uncertainty is the certainty.
Yeah, that's what he likes. I like not knowing what's gonna happen.
Like, would you be more comfortable flying Spirit if you knew it was going to be like a delay or like a cancellation every time? Because then you're just like, I just know what I'm getting with Spirit. Like, it's always going to be inconvenient.
That's kind of what Domino's did, like a study, and they found that people are willing to wait longer for a pizza as long as they know it's going to be later. So that's why it started like the Domino's pizza tracker or whatever.
Yeah.
That was like revolutionary. DoorDash does it. Uber does it. As long as you know when they're getting there, you can be patient.
It's like, it's going to take 16 hours to get there. Okay, no problem.
All right.
I got 17, so that's great.
As long as you're like true to what you said.
I think I've heard maybe all airlines do it, but I've heard that's what Southwest does on purpose. So it's like this flight's going to take an hour and a half, and really it takes an hour 20, but you think it's going to take an hour and a half. So then it's like, if you're 10 minutes delayed, you still get there on time.
That's smart.
I am also biased towards Southwest, but only because I haven't flown enough with the other ones. But like, not to the point where I'm like, well, let's not do it. Like,
yeah, you get to pick your seat. Southwest, it's 50-50 whether I'm going to remember to check in. You know, then you don't get the seat you want.
In my old age, I've started doing early bird check-in for like 15 or 30 bucks extra. Cause it's just like, yeah, these days with Southwest, yeah, let's complain about Southwest real quick. Like, you check in at 12:01 for a 12 o'clock flight and you're already like B84.
Who are these people?
Either that or like, are they just intentionally making it, they're like stacking the deck for the early birds?
I know I've probably complained about this before on the podcast, but how can we not get the Southwest app to send me a reminder to check in? It's not even an option. Would you like push notifications to check in? Yeah, of course. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be extremely convenient for every single one of your customers.
You just
Install
click the button. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
No calendar notification, no push notification. Easy.
Does it automatically update like your confirmation number when you get in the app? Or do you have to find that?
Lately, it has been doing better about that.
Okay.
Not always. What else was I going to say? Oh, Southwest starting to change your policies. We had to pay for bags.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
So the future's here.
And they're starting to do the reserved seats.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't really have. I've heard American's not great, but I mean, you're the flyer in that group.
I mean, if it's a nonstop flight, you get to pick your seat. Who cares who it's with?
Correct.
That's convenient. But Delta's the best
That's what I've heard.
of like the normal ones.
Yeah.
I'm sure
United?
Air Emirates is great too, but
Yeah.
What?
United. I've heard
Sure.
good things about them.
Yeah.
But Delta's best experience.
yeah, they're nice. Rachel, what were you saying?
Go ahead, Rachel.
Allegiant Air out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Pretty
Great.
nice.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. I remember that one time when Jake flew into, I saw he was in Waterloo, Iowa, and I was like, oh, this girl means business. If Jake's flying to Waterloo.
Yeah, that Springfield to Waterloo flight. I don't know what brand that is.
I was the co-pilot. I
Yeah.
never told you guys that, but I helped with the landing on that flight.
Oh, man. I learned this week that Catherine's mom has her pilot's license.
Wow.
Honey,
Honey. Yeah, like,
when?
I know.
Do you have to keep that active? You have to do a certain amount of flights?
Catherine claims that like she couldn't go fly a plane right now by herself. Like she can't do, 737, but like I think she would just have to get like recertified to fly again.
Wow, that's cool.
Was there a period of her life where she was a pilot?
No, but her dad was a pilot and she was a flight attendant. And so I don't know if when her dad was still living, he was like, I'll teach you how to fly. I don't know. And like that was the thing, is like, how would I not know this for, the 13 years I've known Catherine?
Has she ever flown a plane, or she's been a flight attendant?
She's never been like a paid pilot, not that I know of. Is that what you mean? But I
Or
mean,
like even like private, like she's like flown like a little like 6-seater airplane or
I feel
something?
like in order to get your license, you got to get some hours in the air.
That's what I would think too. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think she has, because Catherine told me a story about
Squawking.
whoever was squawking with her said she had very steady hands.
Steady hand. In
the-
Texas.
Yeah,
Number one.
DFW #1. Jake, I got two notifications for you.
Oh, okay, what
two
are they?
announcements. The first one is that Evergy, our energy company, you can stop surges with pro level protection.
Okay.
All right. The second one is we are sponsored by CozyEarth.com today. Are we?
What are the similarities? What's the Venn diagram between Cozy Earth and pro level protection?
Pro level protection of electricity. Well, have you ever been in some sheets? They're great sheets, but at night, every once in a while, you move them up and down and you get all staticky.
Oh, that's
a lot
a
of
good point.
electricity.
Yeah, it's like a surge.
Yeah. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to promise anything with this, but I can't remember the last time that's ever happened to me with Cozy Earth sheets.
That actually is something in 2 years we've somehow never mentioned that, but you're absolutely right. I don't like the feeling of that.
Yeah.
It could be slightly cool to look at, but for the most part, I don't want sparks in my bed.
Yes.
That's a principle.
That's what we've always said.
I
No
think most-
sparks in the bedroom.
Last thing I want is sparks in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
So
Cozy Earth bed sheets spark free.
spark free, I think.
I've also never sparked up in their clothing.
Yep.
I've
Nope.
never smoked in them.
Nope.
Or never seen sparks happen while wearing their clothes. And I'll wear top on bottom and still no sparks.
No sparks. No static electricity, nothing like that. So CozyEarth.com, they have all sorts of great products, and they're all so soft. I think it's the perfect name for the product they're selling.
Yep.
They're making the entire earth cozy with their shirts. I think that if you want natural melatonin, just get that blanket that they have. That throw blanket.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how many milligrams you take. How many hours before? I take
Doesn't
a
matter.
million milligrams of Cozy Earth bed sheets.
Absolutely, dude.
Every night.
True story. Bo and I we're in a habit right now of reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory chapter every night underneath the Cozy Earth blanket. He like makes it like we got to go in your bed so we can get on the Cozy Earth blanket. He says
that's fun.
He literally calls it the Cozy Earth blanket.
Cozy Earth blanket.
And afterwards, I'll put him to bed and then I'll go back in there. And I'm not gonna lie, the other night I fell asleep at 8:30 because of the Cozy Earth blanket. Natural melatonin.
Speaks for itself.
Woke up around 10. Waddled into the kitchen, helped out Catherine with the dishes and whatnot. Went back to bed. It was great.
Right to bed.
Right to bed. So CozyEarth.com /Ghostrunners.
Promo code GRKC. And hey,
or
just
Ghostrunners.
yeah, try them both.
Try them both.
Just in time. Mid-July is almost here.
That's right, dude. What are you doing? Yeah. How are you guys celebrating mid-July?
Most people don't. I'd buy bed sheets.
Yeah.
You don't need a reason to buy these bed sheets.
Just buy them because it's mid-July. That's the point.
Yep.
CozyEarth.com /Ghostrunners.
Pro level protection.
That came up because we had lunch with a ghostie, Caleb Hitchcock.
Oh, nice.
Randomly was in town. One of his kids was at camp in Branson, so they came to Kansas City for a Royals game. We're like, can we get lunch? And I was like, let's make it happen. So, and he's a pilot, and so he's like a pilot for like private people, like commercial
Dog breeders.
like construction guys. Kind of interesting. Yeah, he like flies these like high-end construction people all around the country.
Hey, my only rule is knock your boots off before you get in here, all right, boys?
Yeah,
That's what he says. I don't know. I just have a passion for blue-collar
like
flights.
guys who have hard hats on coming in.
Yeah.
Rough day.
Jet blue collar.
Oh, there you go.
That's what he should call his business.
Yeah.
I got a hard hat holder over here, and take your belts off, and
Take your belt.
Take your belts off.
Yeah.
Your tool belts.
tool belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What island are we headed
What
to?
kind of snacks would they have for the blue collar guys?
Jerky and
Bologna.
Jerky, bologna, and seeds.
I feel like they'd have like every one of them would get
Cigarettes.
three Gatorades, like of any kind you want, and then like a gas station pizza.
And some scratch offs from the gas station too.
Sure. Yeah. Just in case. You never know.
Yeah. I love stereotyping construction workers.
Me too. We've always said that about us on the podcast.
Yeah. Buenos dias. Welcome aboard.
Hola.
Anyway, what else we want to talk about? Met a girl at church in the lobby this past Sunday, and she comes right up to me and Rachel. She looks at me and she goes, "Wow, you look familiar. Were you the associate pastor at Church of the Highlands?" It's like, no, but thank you, and we get talking. We talked about 2 minutes longer. She goes, she's like, yeah, it was a church in Springfield, Missouri. I was like, oh, what? Wait, say that. What'd you say? Yeah. I'm from Springfield. She's like, no, it's a church in Springfield. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. No, that's funny, but I'm from there, but it's not me. A few minutes later, you know what? Church of the Highlands is in Birmingham, Alabama. So never mind. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, all good. Well, fun fact, I'm from Springfield.
What if you were an associate pastor or whatever at another church in Springfield, but you just she didn't get the exact same one right, so you just didn't say it?
Nope.
Nope, not Church of the Highlands.
Nice to meet you.
Church of the Highland. Zion.
Were you a member? I guess not.
I guess not.
See ya. I have to go play Minecraft now.
So wait, did she figure out that she knew you from a video or something?
So then, we're even Rachel's talking to her friends, and then I'm talking to her. We have a 10-minute long conversation where I'm asking her what she does. She asks me what I do, and we fully get into it. I mean, she's like, oh my gosh, I love comedy. And, you know, I love Nate Bargatze and it's hard to find clean comedians. And we're talking about all sorts of comedy stuff. Then about 2 days later, I get a DM on Instagram. She's like, oh, wow, I'm embarrassed. Okay, it just clicked. I literally follow your Correct Opinions podcast with Trey. I saw you guys live perform in Birmingham 2 years ago.
Church of the Highlands had just gotten out, and then I went to the show afterwards.
I was like, so you've seen me perform stand-up comedy live, and when you saw me, you were like, you were my old youth pastor.
Yeah.
You just, yes. I was like, how is that?
And then you heard, like, she heard that you did all this stuff, comedy stuff. Did you use the word
Yeah,
comedy?
and then even like talked about comedy, never clicked. She's like, huh, that's interesting.
She must have had bad seats. Like, she didn't see you very up close.
But anyway.
Is that so hard to not, like, I know it probably happens to you way more than it happens to me, but like when people are like, I know you from something, I feel like you look familiar. It's so hard to be like, well, I got viral a few times.
I bet I know what it's from.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is hard. In this instance, she was so convinced that like I looked like her, some pastor, that I was like, oh, she knows. It's
That's
just
the only connection she
she's
could.
got the city wrong, or
Right.
I don't know, but yeah, I can believe that. Oh, okay, sorry, whoops, embarrassed. Yeah, I've seen you perform stand-up comedy live, which is the conversation topic we did for 10 minutes. Never once clicked. I literally follow your podcast on Instagram. Never clicked.
How long? Yeah. How
look like
long?
my pastor.
How long do you usually wait before you like, be like, I think you probably know me from this?
And you let them get 3 guesses in.
Okay.
Are you on the news? No.
No, not the news.
Did you breed my Rottweiler? No. You rip cigs. You work construction?
No.
I make viral pickleball videos.
That's it.
It.
Yes.
That's it. Yep.
Yes.
My grandma plays.
Yes.
Your guy in the calf sleeve. Yes. Yep, that's me.
Yeah. What's latest on the calf?
I talk to ChatGPT about it every day. Today, my question was, I said something to ChatGPT. I was like, the compression sleeve feels so good, comma, why would I not wrap my body in compression anytime I play sports?
You're so curious.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening with compression? This is some sort of like, you know, it's the Tylenol that you just slip on your body.
I mean, athletes kind of do that these days, right?
And that's what I was curious about. I was like, wait, is this why basketball players have been wearing, you know,
the sleeve? Like sometimes they go all the way sleeves.
they've been wearing pantyhose for the last 10 years and been trying to figure it out. Maybe this is it. And ChatGPT was like, yeah, there are benefits, but it's way sweatier that way. You know, you trap heat in. Sometimes you restrict movement. But I'm like, I don't know, guys. This feels pretty darn good.
Is the whole idea of it trapping heat, like keeping it warm, or is it
I don't think so.
constricting?
I think it's like constricting like your muscles, which somehow helps your blood flow, good for inflammation. And yeah, it keeps your muscles like and your skin tight.
Okay.
I don't know how it works. I just know it feels magical.
Yeah. You feel a difference for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's great. Anyway.
So are you still worried about it though? Like, is it still bothering you?
Yeah. It's still, I want to be bopping, moving around, and I still can't really do it because Halliburton tore his Achilles, and I'm scared.
Like, does it hurt all the time, or is it just like
no? It's like
the worry of it.
Yeah, it's
So how will you know when it's ready?
Well, I've been doing like some different like calf exercises, some walking forwards, walking backwards, calf raises, whatever, and every now and then I feel a little tinge. So I'm like, when's this gonna go away?
Yeah,
but it's all good. I'll figure it out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. We should set that girl up with Isaac.
Okay.
Rachel's in.
Great. Isaac in?
Okay, and
Yes, and
yes, and
That'll be great. So let's do that. How would you go about doing that?
I'd say, okay,
Yes,
remember that
and?
show you were at?
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to the merch guy?
Merch guy? Any chance you got some shirts?
yeah,
Yeah.
not bad, huh?
Pretty cool guy.
I was also talking to my friend Kyle because when he comes to Kansas City, I was like, hey, try to set you up with someone while you're here. I said,
Isaac?
how athletic do you need your wife to be? I liked his answer. He said, I would like her to be able to like touch the net.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So she's got to be tall, too.
Tall and athletic.
Or jump, I think.
Sure.
One or the other. Maybe both.
Okay. That's good.
It's not a ton of coordination. Just can you touch the net?
You don't think that's...
Well, not a lot of hand-eye coordination.
No, you're right. I wonder how many... That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a fun metric.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much. She's got to touch the net.
He's like on a great first date. They're on a nice walk after dinner.
He's like,
they go past the park and then he's like, "You want to shoot hoops? Shoot, we don't have a ball. You want to see if we can touch net real quick?"
Do you have any closed-toed shoes? Or just the sandals. All right. Well,
yes, have to be ideal conditions. Yeah, like she touched the net. What else would be like equivalent to that? Like, can she get 4 cornhole bags on in one round? You think that's similar?
That's
over the course of like
good.
15 throws.
Yeah.
Can you score some points for us?
Yeah.
Because
one is just a lock on cornhole. It takes.
Yeah. If we do a round of catchphrase, can you get at least 2?
Oh my gosh.
That's
a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's bare minimum.
Do you ever play games with yourself with catchphrase as far as like, I'm only going to give 4 words max on my clue on this one?
I think there is sometimes some built-in handicap. Like
I'm so good at this game.
I could put it in full sentence form. But
yeah.
They can get this. I can get this.
And you do better that way.
And you do better than me.
Have we talked about my pet peeve with catchphrase before, Rachel? Every time that people are like, okay, so this is a thing that you do this with, and like they explain the whole thing. It's like, just tell me the word. Like give me an idea of
microphone.
Microphone. You speak into this.
Oh, speaker. Or no, you already said that. Microphone.
Yes. Give me another one.
Scuba, snorkel.
Scuba, snorkel?
Snorkel. The word is snorkel.
Snorkel. Okay. You breathe out of it when you swim?
Snorkel.
Is this okay? Would people get mad at me for doing this?
They would get mad at you.
Okay. All right, give me another.
Yeah, please, no actions. I don't want to describe it. Crown molding.
Crown molding. Okay. First word is what a queen wears on her head.
Tiara.
No, like it's a TV show on Netflix.
The Crown.
Yes. And then the second word is like, oh, we have this in our basement and it stinks really bad and it makes
mold. Crown molding.
Yes. Just describe the words. Don't say, okay.
So you could sometimes
so this is something
use this.
Yeah, they say like the super generic, like, okay, so it's like a decoration in your house. It's a decoration in your house, like it's in like fancy rooms, maybe on the ceilings, maybe on the walls.
Now show me, let's do a bad version of catchphrase. Your word is Sprite.
Okay, so this is a drink that black people like.
Kool-Aid.
No, I'm trying to think. It's green sometimes, I think, and
like Green Jones soda.
No.
What's a green drink? Green Kool-Aid. No.
Okay, so like imagine like you're really thirsty, you need a drink, it's fizzy, and you'd say, "Oh, I really could go for a
I don't know. All right.
Sprite. Oh.
Ooh, boy, do I want. Come on. All right, Brad, I'm going to text you a word. So now Rachel and the audience can play together, and you're going to describe it badly to Rachel.
Okay. Badly.
Okay.
All
right. Text it to Brad. All right. 3, 2, 1. Catchphrase.
Okay. You find this in your house. You find this
a rug.
You find this in your house. It's not going to be on the ground though. It's going to be. It's like
Picture
every
frame.
house has it. Every house has it.
A door. A
Every house has it.
refrigerator.
Okay. You're on the right track.
Stove,
with
oven,
one of those two things.
Microwave.
Okay. Every house has it. They probably. I would say. I'm trying to count how many I have in my house. I probably have. I bet I have 14, 15 of these things. And your house has it too.
Plates,
I guarantee.
Cups.
Some of them are square. Some of them are circle.
Back to picture frames.
No. Every house has it. Every house has it.
Use it in a sentence. Use it in a sentence.
Oh, you tooted.
Toilet?
No. Every house has one though, just like a toilet. A toilet.
Toilet paper.
Oh, you went to the toilet. You went poop. What are you doing in there? Shut the
door.
Yes.
Window.
Oh no! Every house has it. Every house has
Circle
it.
or
Every house has
square?
it. You're so close.
Think of your house. Think of your house.
Think of your house, and when you fart, you would say,
Wow, that was Jake.
"Wow, that's Jake. I didn't know." Okay, every house has it. And then what if? Okay, let's think about like, oh, I came home from a hard day of work. What's the first thing you touch in your house?
Couch?
Every house has it. No, every house has it. You walk into your house and you say, "I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that I have this that helped me get inside of the house."
Door handle.
You're so close. Every house
Doorknob.
has it.
There it is. That was easy.
Every house has
Every
it.
house has it, obviously.
Doorknob. Every house has it.
Oh man.
Every house has it. Every house has it.
And with me, I'd be like, you enter into a room through a door. Okay. And the thing that like the handle on the door. Doorknob.
Yeah. We get it.
Every house has it.
Rachel, would you like to try one?
Which way am I giving the clues?
I'll give you, let's see the clue. And you can either choose to go 3 words or less, 4 words or less.
Okay.
Or ridiculous.
Okay. Wait, so do I have to pick before it's texted to me or after?
Give me 5 words or less. This one.
5
Your
words
time.
5 words or less. Yes.
Starts now.
Slithering, gross animal. Yep.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we could have gone 1.
Yeah. Slithering.
Slithering.
Gryffindor.
Yeah. Hufflepuff.
All right. Now you have to do it the really hard way.
Okay.
100 words or more
Okay.
is your challenge.
So if I get it within 100 words, I win.
Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Every house has it. Every house has it.
Roof.
Close. I mean,
Ceiling.
these will be under the roof. Definitely under the roof.
Windows.
In one of the rooms in the house.
Okay.
Maybe in like a game chest.
Okay.
There's a lot of them. You get home from school and you're like, guys,
All right.
you want to come over and you want to play?
Dice.
Dice is close. Yeah. They're not involved
playing
in
cards.
this. Yeah, you're pretty close with that.
Doorknobs.
You got a couple of them. There's a couple of different characters on them.
A couple of different characters. Books.
Yeah. Oh, there are some books about this. Yeah, there's definitely
Dungeons
books.
and Dragons.
Yeah, kind of some creatures like a dragon, but
Pokemon.
not. Yes. But there's
Pokemon
a lot
cards.
of them. Yes.
Yeah. Every house has it.
Every house has it. Every house has it. Every house has it. You want to do one, Jake?
Sure. Text me one.
Both of us. Okay. And you have to do both of them together. No. I'll tell you. Got it? Go ahead, Rachel. Every house has it.
All right, audience. Play along with this one. Okay. When does my time start?
Your time starts now.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me take my headphones off. Okay.
Go,
this one's
dude.
good. This one's good. Okay.
Go.
I love these. I think who doesn't love these?
Candy.
Like
chocolate,
universely, like
pizza. Dogs.
I could see
golden
more
doodles.
of those. No, you
Movies.
You don't touch them as much as you see them.
Oh.
Everybody likes them. Everybody loves them. I think they are native.
What?
I don't love the way you're looking at me.
Rachel. Okay, go
What
ahead.
was my exact phrasing?
You don't touch them as much as you see them.
I didn't mean to.
Every
say
house
that.
has it.
Every house has it.
Everyone has it.
So these are native to. I don't know where exactly, but like
Tacos.
certain areas. No, certain areas. Certain areas have them like for sure. Like they obviously are
Passion
gonna
fruit,
like
pomegranates.
No,
fruit,
but they do. They
trees,
grow. They grow like those.
grass,
They grow like those.
Flowers. Flowers.
They're awesome. They're in like the
Flowers. Flowers.
No, sorry, I didn't hear
No,
you. But no,
okay.
yeah, they, I wasn't telling you no.
People love that too. Flowers. No, dude.
Kios, no, it's very true.
Every house has
Sometimes a shirt would have this
Pocket.
on it, but it doesn't have. Obviously, it
Sleeves.
doesn't have to.
Sleeves.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. No, this is like it could be like a diagram. You could do clip art out of this. This is something. Dude, you love
Computers.
these. No,
Computers.
I love these.
Oh, no, yes. Yes.
They were in San Diego. I was just there. They had 'em.
HDMI cords.
No. They're outside. They're outside.
Outside.
And they're native to areas.
Native HDMI.
So I know they're in San Diego for sure.
Parakeets.
No.
Palm trees. Palm trees.
Yes.
Palm trees.
Out of nowhere.
Parakeets got me there.
So my eyes light up.
Dang.
Oh, well, that's fun.
No, that's fun.
Good times. And that is bad catchphrase.
I would like to officially request to end this episode because I need to go to the restroom.
Let's do it. I will do review of the week.
No offense to the ghosties.
And ghosties, hey,
Don't take offense.
no offense. All right. You want me to do reviews of the week? Or
Yes.
or can you hold it?
Oh, yeah. I don't have to go that bad. I just...
It's time.
8 out of 10, but it's been a 7 out of 10 for a while. You know?
Okay.
I've heard that the longer, like, if you hold it more, the less likely you're going to be able to hold it when you're old. And so now I'm always like, I got to go.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
I don't know what's true, but I'd say go soon.
My review is yours, K Shinton. Because if not, it's mine.
No, go for it.
K_Shinton review is wow. 5 stars. TJ's appearance on your pod when you made a trip to Maui led me to this glorious podcast. I never tire of listening to the Ghostrunners. I'm always updating my husband on the latest stories as if you guys are my own friends. You provide countless laughs, have led me to new games with friends, and taught me many new things. It's amazing how well y'all interact with your ghosties, and I admire that. The jingles are my favorite, and I appreciate how you incorporate those as well. Thanks for everything, especially the laughs in this time of sleeplessness with my newborn. Thanks, Kay Shinton.
Thank you, Shinton. Mine's from Christiams93. My best friend has been a ghostie since the very beginning. I mean, she has been telling me I need to listen to you guys since 2019. That's 6 years of me being stubborn and thinking I don't have time to listen to a podcast I know very little about. Props to her for being so patient with me, because this was the year that I decided to take her advice. I'm so glad I did. I am now on the long journey of listening from the beginning while also keeping up with current episodes. I wouldn't stop telling my husband about the various games, topics, and silly things discussed on the episodes I listened to, so I was pleasantly surprised when he told me that he was listening on his own time. I told my best friend, shout out to Leanne Mazak.
Mazak.
You know, I should have listened to you all those years ago, but I don't regret waiting, because this is the best time of my life to have this many episodes of such a great podcast at my disposal. You guys have brought me such sanity and laughter during my long days at home with my 2 young kids. I can't wait to finish catching up, but I'm also enjoying the delight of listening to all this for the first time. Thank you for all you guys do, and thank you for the laughs. Christiams, hey, it's on us.
It's on us.
Don't worry about it.
Does he do that one a lot? That's a funny bit.
Christiams,
Hey, on me.
it's on the house. Don't worry
I
about
like
it.
that one, Jake. That's like that one cracks me up. Like for something that's just, hey, it's on us, guys.
It's on the house. Christiams,
That one's on me.
put it on my tab.
That's so good.
Get out of here with that.
It's on us.
Uh,
I do love that. That was a great review of like, listen to your best friend. Because
you
I
got
was
worn down.
I was just talking to my buddy Scott, not Scott Peck, but Scott Johns. How like, yeah, he's like, his wife has started listening to the podcast, and he's like, and she's just telling everybody about it, like, which is so fun. So
That's
shout out
fun.
to Scott and Addie.
Thank you to those who tell your friends.
Yes, seriously. That was the when we had that call with Brian Buffini a long time ago.
Yep.
He said like, you know, just encourage your fans to just like, all of them. Just you have 3 friends that you could tell about the podcast. Like,
You're right.
yeah,
Easy.
it's the only thing I learned from that conversation.
And bleed.
Bleed no.
So, jingle time. Jingle time. I got an email this morning from Cameron Eastley. I think it's a lady. She said our oldest daughter was the one that got the whole family listening. So the first thing she does in the morning is listen to it. She just got engaged over the weekend. I don't know how you go about doing your jingles. It'd be amazing if you all could do a jingle to surprise her as some sort of engagement present. I can write one. I don't know how this works, yada, yada. I think, Cameron, I see a musician. I see a microphone.
Yeah.
Happy engagement.
Do we have a name for this engager?
Yeah, we might. It says my daughter. No, our oldest daughter.
Our oldest daughter.
What do you think her name is?
Let's just make one up. Rachel, what's her name?
Cameron would probably name her daughter Madeline.
Madeline.
What makes you think Cameron's a girl? Did she spell it with an Y-N or something?
No, I don't know. It just seemed like female writing, like random things are like in all caps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Any emojis?
Yeah, I was gonna say how many emojis?
Like for some reason, like, and as the Lord would have it, she just got engaged over the weekend.
she
Lord is all
capitalized
caps.
Lord. Okay.
I don't know why it feels like female writing to me.
That's okay. You just feel it though.
I just feel it.
A little too excited. Calm
I think
down.
it's like it's so cognizant of like our time and feelings. I think it's like it's a female writing it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how you normally write your jingles or like what normally goes on.
Okay.
Also, this is gonna be great if like in a gift to their daughter, I'm just like misgendering the dad this whole time. I think that's the best gift I could give.
Okay, so you said what was her name? Madeline?
Yeah, Madeline.
Madeline Easley, soon to be Madeline McCubbin.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Do we have Bluetooth capabilities?
I'll figure it out.
Look up. So her last name's Easley. Let's do a song to the Eagles. Take It Easy, but we'll call it Maddie. It's probably Madeline. Maddie Easy.
Yeah.
Easley. And we'll go from there.
All right, Rachel. One of the either 4 or 5 on the channel on the audio thing. It's probably got the Bluetooth signal up above it or something. Do a little problem solving and turn that one up. What is the Eagle song? Take It Easy.
Take it easy, and don't take you don't be in a hurry because I'm gonna see if I can get some AI lyrics. Write me some rhyming.
Cool. Nothing's playing yet, but I bet you're
words
doing it
for
right.
a song about a girl
Love the focus.
who just got engaged.
Hey, real quick, don't feel like you need to start singing. Let's just see if this works for now. Oh, good job, Rachel.
Thank you.
Dang.
Wait, is this the Eagle song "Take It Easy" or is this just like a "Take It Easy" playlist? Because that does not sound like "Take It Easy."
You wanted like lo-fi vibes, right? Just like, oh, it's just.
Hey girl, take it easy. Yeah.
Oh, that was it. That was-
yeah, I know.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
okay.
my
All right, I
chat
backed
is
it up a little bit.
Wait,
Is it ready?
no, it's not. I
Hey,
don't know.
guys, we'll pause.
Write me a song about a girl getting engaged. Make it rhyme. I
Duh.
thought that was easy. I'm a Claude guy. I don't use ChatGPT.
What is Claude?
What?
No one's Claude? No one's Clauding around here? Yeah, that's my AI.
This is like the Truth Social of AI. You guys don't
Somehow,
Claude?
yeah.
Everybody uses Claude.
It's like, I think it's more like I don't know what it is. Some of my friends who are like really into that stuff was like, use Claude. So I did.
How do you spell that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Cloud, Claude, like Claude, like a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Man, I am like pretty tuned into this stuff. I can't believe I've never heard of Claude AI.
I think it's a lot more like programmy, maybe.
techie. Why not just ChatGPT? Ain't sorry to AI shame, but
That's fair. I don't have enough experience with either of them, to be honest, but I like the format and like the style of Claude. But maybe you can probably change the fonts and the format of ChatGPT, can you?
you do you. No.
Well, then I hate it.
All right, fair.
You
You got lyrics yet?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's one of those things where it takes 18 minutes, but it's fine.
I like the
It's
font.
like the dial up. All right.
All right, Brad's got to pee.
Crank it up. I think we nailed it.
Good fade.
Shout out Maddie Easley.
Good fade.
Did we nail it?
Yes, you
Did
did.
we do something there?
Good job. And hey, here's to you, Miss
Maddie
Easley,
Easley, yeah.
for now.
What do you think her new name will be?
Claude.
Maddie Claude.
Maddie Claude.
Claude
Nice
Hoppers.
Oh, it's pretty.
Beautiful.
We don't know her first or last name.
Maddie. I hope it is Maddie.
Oh, that'd be fun.
If not, we'll figure it out and we'll do a new jingle.
Yep.
If that one's not sufficient.
You let us know.
Yeah.
All right, Brad's got to pee. We'll be back Wednesday. Rachel's joining again. So, guys, tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
And if you do, let them know. Put it on my tab.
Love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday